Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to the Day Trader. It's time to kick off again. Are you ready? What an afternoon it's been. I've just been watching some news, and heartbreaking news on Sky News right now. It gets worse and worse every time we watch. It's getting more and more difficult to just stand by and watch, I have to say. So here we go. Here's the positions. We had a recovery in the last hour, so we're moving back up again. I've still sold all my position of Bitcoin. That's all now gone. Thanks for those of you that joined me this afternoon or this morning for the Ukraine broadcast. Thank you very much for that. Let's get straight into the trade and have a look at what we're doing right now. Okay, as you can see, let me just clear that away a minute. Do chat, good evening to you. The Beatles, Sean, good evening to you. Right, let's bring in the information and tickers you need. Let me bring it in right now. There's the information. Let's have a look. Virgin Galactic, as you can see, is down 2.2 today. I bought it in, and it's up from my position, so I'm okay with that. That can only go up really from here. I've also placed an order to buy in at 9.01 should it drop. So we're in a good position with Virgin Galactic right now. As you can see on the screen, my Bitcoin position, I sold out at 45,000, waiting for it. So I basically created a wash. That was the purpose of that. If you're over on TikTok, join us on YouTube, links in the profile, and you can see what we're trading. Okay, Vapors Guide, good morning to you. How are you? Welcome to the show. I've just heard some terrible news in Ukraine. The bombing is getting worse. The 40-mile convoy of trucks is about to enter the city, awful. I mean, look at this. Look at this news here. This happened earlier. I don't know if I can get to it quick enough. It's already happening.
Afraid of World War III, but it is already starting.
And the war gaming ally, we look at what these pictures of Belarus's president might tell us about Russia's next move.
There we go. A lady addressed Boris Johnson, the Prime Minister of the UK, earlier today, and she, in her opinion, Third World War has already started. When are we going to get involved and take on Vladimir Putin? I tell you what, it looks very frustrating. You've literally got a line of vehicles lined up. The whole of the Russian army's lined up along a road, 40 miles. We could wipe it out in 5 minutes. But there's no air defence. There's no air defence to take it out. We're just watching it on the news. Rob McLean, good evening to you. Belk, Khalid, how are you? BLK, how are you? Lovely to see you with me. Tesla, so we've been going sideways all day. Rivian has been going, is down today. I did pick up a lot more Rivian though. My average has now dropped to 70. We talked about averages today. It's only a guide, remember. Doesn't express your profits in your selling. Over on TikTok, UK don't need to be in every war. No, they don't. But guys, I mean, it's coming to Europe. What are we going to do? Stand by? I mean, the Americans were slow to enter the Second World War, but they got involved. I mean, we're all now the same. I understand why we don't want to invade, because if we invaded, of course, then we're at war with Russia. But we're just standing by, watching a country invade another country. I mean, at what point do we get involved? I just don't know. Very, very difficult. Very difficult indeed. It's very difficult to stand by and watch. Right. Virgin Galactic's now lifting up. We are going to get a bit of a rally to the end of the day. I can see that. You can see it shaping up right now. Muzanella, how are you, mate? Our biggest traders. Here he is in the chat right now. Muz, lovely to have you here with us. Thank you very much indeed for being here. Let's bring the extra ticker in so you can actually see what is going on with the prices. Here we go. Let's bring it in right now. And there it is. Okay. As you can see, no fly zone would be a start. I mean, yeah. I mean, it just means we have to then take out Russian planes if we do a no fly zone. It does look extremely tempting when you see 40 miles of the whole of the flipping, not the whole of the army, but the whole of the Russian army lined up. You could take them out. How easy would it be? We could literally wipe out the entire Russian army in 5 minutes. Boom, all in a line. If you want to help boycott the chain Holland and Barrett, as it is owned by a Russian oligarch. There you go. There you go. Everybody, breaking news. I didn't know that. Yeah, absolutely. If you want to help boycott the chain Holland, if you want to help boycott the chain Holland and Barrett, it's owned by a Russian oligarch. There you go. Boycott it. Simple as that. Dead right. Dead right there, mate. Spot on. Spot on. Absolutely. I know innocent, if you're an innocent Russian businessman, you're going to, I mean, there was one earlier on saying, well, if you target me, I've got thousands of employees that are going to lose their jobs. Well, I just think someone should just kill Vladimir Putin, to be honest. Yes, spread the word. Yeah, Holland and Barrett. There you go. Believe a bubble. We've got a news item there just coming from Believer Bubble. I will look at that in a second. But let's keep our eye on the trades right now. Keep focused on what we're doing here. Nvidia, everything's now lifting up. We are getting a bit of a rally this afternoon, as you can see. Palantir Technologies is finally making some money. Look at this. We're finally getting somewhere with this. This is good. Facebook is now, look, in fact, everything. Look, we're getting a bit of a rally right now. As you can see, in the last hour, we've shot up $548. Okay, so let's have a look. Bitcoin, I'm currently out of it. I've got $10 of it. That's all it is. I'm waiting for it to go down to 40, 39, 35 was the ultimate price. Looking for that to happen, so I'll do that. Ethereum, not doing anything with Ethereum right now. Coke is now lifting up. I've got 22 shares of that. Happy with that. Google is, you know, everything, look. Everything. We're getting, all of a sudden, we're getting a rally in all the stocks. Everything's rallying. This is nice to see. On doing well. Immersion doing well. Hood, yeah, look at this. It's a really good little bounce right now. Just enjoy it and take some profits in a minute. I think that's what I'm going to do. So if you joined us over there on TikTok, we're live here on YouTube. The link's in the profile. Come to YouTube if you want to be part of the main show. Let's have a look. Who's joining us right now? How are you this afternoon? We've just sold our complete Bitcoin position right now, and we're waiting for it to drop down to 40,000. There's a lot of manipulation in it right now. So if you want to join us on YouTube, click the profile and you can be part of it. All right, so let's have a look right now. Hood is lifting up. Let's look at our main trades right now. We want to look at Lucid. Lucid is now down 13%, but it's been stable all day. This seems to be the bottom. The news couldn't have been worse, to be honest, and it's held its position. So I'm actually up $135 on that now. I could trim off that very, very easily. Very, very easily. Could trim that off. That's looking very, very nice. Lucid's, I mean, remember this isn't financial advice, but Lucid is a great buy right now. I've made a lot of money from Lucid, and it's holding its low position, and it's starting to come back. So I don't think it wants to go any lower. This could be the low for Lucid. So I'm happy with that. Centrica has shot up with the news. It's no longer going to use Gazprom. I missed it all, though, as the market closed. Centrica has shot up with the news. It's no longer going to use Gazprom. Thanks for that information, Bubble. We'll bring it on the screen. Useful information if you trade in that stock. All right. I'll bring you some news as we get. In fact, I've got some breaking news for you now. Let me bring it in. Here we go. News coming in now.
Его будут встречать из каждого окна. Его будут встречать из каждого угла. Мы их будем убивать, и они очень пожалеют об этом.
But as this brutal war descends further, it will be the innocent.
There we go. I want to just address everybody on TikTok. If you follow me, I'm creating at the end of my trading show a video about Bitcoin. If you follow me, you'll get notified of the video. So click follow. Later on this afternoon, in an hour or so, I'm doing a video of information I've got with the manipulation of Bitcoin from Russia. So if you follow me, click follow. You'll get that video later on. Okay. If you've just tuned into YouTube right now, click subscribe and ring the bell. Here we go, and give us a thumbs up on the video. Let's get back to Lucid. We're making some real money on Lucid right now, up $141. I've got 211 shares with that. I'm very excited about that. I did very, very well on it before. Gores Guggenheim. Opportunity to buy Gores Guggenheim. Yes, that's not a bad time. This can't lose money, this one, above $10. I've had it explained to me by Muzanella. So I'm going to buy. How low has that been, by the way? Yeah, that's pretty good. That's a buy right now. It's a buy. Right, buy shares. I want to buy 100 shares. I'm going to buy 100 shares at Gores Guggenheim. There we go. I like that. Review order, 100 shares of that. I'll just buy, in fact, I'll just buy 90. What the hell? 90. Then I've got 100. Just a round number. Review order. I'm going to buy 100 of that. I like that. Gores Guggenheim. I've got 100 shares now. Yeah, I like that. All right. We're back in Gores. Okay, Facebook now is moving up. I'm going to take some profits right now, and we might take some profits from, Lucid, I think, is pretty solid now. Good afternoon, William Karam. Karam, how are you? Biden takes a nap, has to stay up past 9 tonight. Yeah, I know how he feels. Don't laugh at him. I'm like that. I'm getting like that. Let me tell you that. Facebook, Nvidia is going to do well as well. 9%. Down 9%. Let's have a good look at Nvidia right now. Its lowest was 219. Yeah, I've got enough there. Yeah, I'm going to leave that. I know I could make money if I buy into that right now, but 3% today. It was as low as 7 a month ago. 11. Yeah, Nvidia. Yeah, it's not bad. It's a good time to buy, but I would have to lower my averages on that. By the way, talking about averages, how you can lower your average on a stock. Right there, look. We look at that. I've got 8 shares. If I buy 8 shares right now, my average will drop from 9% to down 4%. That's what would happen, but I would have to spend $1,800. But if I spend $1,800, bought 8 shares, I would halve my loss. That's what I could do right there, but I'm not going to do that. I'm committed enough. Tesla's doing well. Rivian is doing well, starting to come up now. Right now, I feel I'm fully invested. I want to take some profits on Virgin Galactic and Lucid shortly. I've also got an order to buy Virgin Galactic if it drops to 901. So I might do that. If you're over there on TikTok, if you click the follow, hello Badika, thanks for the follow. If you follow me, you will get notified of a video of a Bitcoin video coming out later on. Okay, all right. Let's have a quick break into the news. Let's have a quick look at what's going on. Sorry about that. Pressed the wrong button, didn't I? Okay, let's go into the... it's been a long day. Let's go into the news. We're just getting some news coming in now.
Impact, the president just tweeted. Well, let's talk to our US correspondent, Mark Stone, in Washington. So, Mark, a lot to discuss. And first of all, that's very interesting, isn't it, from the president, his assessment of the extreme pain that sanctions are causing Russia.
Yes, I mean, the sanctions have now gone further than anyone really expected they would, with the possible exception of the historic isolation of North Korea. This is the most extraordinary isolation of such a huge country as well, and I think that will be something that the president will focus on.
So you have to remember that, guys, even though we're not deciding to shoot down planes, we are doing enormous work with those sanctions. So let's remember that. We are doing our bit. It's difficult. It's very, very difficult, very painful right now. Amazon is lifting up. Twitter is lifting. Oh, Twitter's having a great day. Twitter, I'm going to make money with Twitter soon. That's very, very nice. It's just a small investment with Twitter. I think it's appropriate just to have a piece of Twitter. let's have a further look right now. If we go into Bitcoin, we're still waiting for it. We sold out our position, and I'm glad I did. I sold it at 45,000. It's dropped now down to 43.9. So that was a right move. Biden's taking a nap. Has to stay up past 9 tonight. I do like that comment from DCU. That's quite funny. I like it. All right. Now, if we look now on the hour. This is where we are. We've got 45 minutes to go, and we're starting to see a real push now to the end of the day. This is good. It's a 1.17. Very, very good indeed. So anyway, if you've just tuned in on YouTube, subscribe and ring the bell. There we go. And give us a thumbs up. How many likes have we got now? We've got 12. All right. What's our numbers? Yeah, quite a quiet afternoon this afternoon. It's a little bit quiet. Just looking across the board, a little bit quiet. I can see that. Now, on Friday, we have the cash giveaway. Now, there's a, I don't know, but we had someone come in the chat the other day who was a Peru Invest who gave me a fantastic tip. You saw that, what happened. And he said, I'm going to come back, could be today, with an iPhone to give away. It's going to be for my members. So we're very excited about that. It's for members only, giving away an iPhone. So anyway, you want to be in that because we might not accept people who come afterwards because, hey, I'm going to join because I get an iPhone. It's kind of like a leap of faith. If you think that's going to happen, you might want to be a member. All right, we might do that. We might say you need to be a member as of yesterday for the committed members. All right, you know, the real deal. There's the invitation to join if you want to become a member. We are going to give away a cash prize this Friday. And I've said to you I will give away $1,000 cash prize when I get to 100,000 subscribers, and we are on target to do that within a year. I know that seems quite a way off, but we are getting there. We're on pace. Anyway, let's go back to we got more. No, I thought we had some breaking news there, but we don't. Let's have a quick listen in. I think we have something coming through.
In America politically, a lot of that, yes, it'll still be there, but it won't be front and centre now, as he tries to cast himself, if not as the world's global policeman, because we've seen that it has been the impact that militarily America has been able to have on this issue with Ukraine and Russia.
We'll come back to the breaking news as we get it. Of course, the Biden speech will be happening later. Right, let's get back to the main position. And if you've just tuned in, welcome. Who's in the chat? If you've got anybody that wants to ask any questions on TikTok or Facebook or Instagram, ask me why I sold my position on Bitcoin today. I'll gladly tell you. But if you want to ask me questions, it's probably easier if you come onto YouTube. The link's in the profile. But if you follow me on TikTok, I will post a video for you later about my Bitcoin position that you can see on YouTube. Anyway, we are having a shorter show today. The show will be closing in 40 minutes. We're only going to go up to the bell today. Now, Tesla is just going sideways. Tesla is down 0.46, but we are comfortably up now, 4%. We're up $296. We managed to really lower our averages, so I'm really happy with Tesla right now. Rivian, we've done well today. We've lowered our averages now. We're just down 12%. I could buy more, but I don't want to. SPCE is, I've got a profit in it. I could take that $20 profit, sell that. I've got an order in at 901 to buy in 901, but I'm quite happy to hold that in case it does start to move. Amazon is down today 1.32. It's not a bad buy right now. Anything under 3,000 it often pops up. You get to know the stock, and it does that. Nvidia, this is going to be a stock for the future, no question. It's down $195 right now on my portfolio, down 9%. But this is going to be a good one. Again, one of those stocks I could buy more, but I'm not going to right now. I'm quite happy with that amount of money in it. Palantir, that's done well today. Very close now to making money with that one. Facebook is down 2.85 today. GGPI is a bit of a buy. I've just bought 100 shares of it because basically the way that's going to work, is $10 is a guaranteed. Once it merges, you'll be able to sell your stock for $10. It's kind of a guaranteed amount. Muzanella explained this to me the other day. The way it's merging, the SPAC, special acquisition contract, this one is kind of protected from $10. You better sell it back once the merger goes through. So Muzanella was explaining to me that GGPI, Gores Guggenheim, is a great buy. Around $10, you're virtually guaranteed. You can't really lose any money. So 10.89, it's dropped a bit today, so I've just gone in and bought 100 shares of it now. So we'll see. I'm actually up now, 167, and I think that's going to pop when we get Polestar merge. So that's going to be good. Lucid I feel is a good buy right now. I think we had the bad news. It dropped massively, allowed us to get in and get a great price, and it's pretty much held there all day. It's not really going anywhere. So I'm actually up $90 on it. I could sell it all out and take my $90, or leave that. And I think that's a great position. Some breaking news here. This is a Russian oligarch today talking about Putin. He wasn't happy with him. So this is very interesting. Listen in.
Even if you put aside all other considerations, I thought that to go into Ukraine is not in Russia's interests, keeping in mind the collateral damage which is likely to happen after such an operation. But apparently, you know, my cost-benefit analysis did not coincide with that in the Kremlin. So I had to wake up to a new reality, and I have now, not just me, but all of us will have to live in this new reality.
That's your dry foreign policy analysis. How do you feel about this today? What are your emotions today?
Well, you know, I'm trying to keep going. I'm trying to.
And later on in the interview, for those of you who saw that or didn't see that, later on in the interview, he actually says if Russia, in his opinion, this is a close connection to Putin. He said that Russia will invade and use nuclear weapons against NATO if we go in. This is why we can't start fighting and getting involved. We can't. Now, a lady today from Ukraine said, well, it's already started. Once they flattened Ukraine, then they're going to move into Poland. And obviously, when that happens, we have to get involved. We have to have a third world war. We have no choice. You might go, well, why didn't we go in now? Because now, you know, we could save all those people, and you know, we could get rid of a lot of those. I mean, all those. There's 40 miles of Russian armory right now lined up. It's not going to be like that again. Once it really kicks in, that's going to be hidden. Once they think that NATO are going to get involved, they won't be sitting in a line of 40 trucks all at 40 miles all lined up. They won't be doing that. That time will come and go. Thanks for the follow, Chris. Thank you ever so much. Dickie Dodd, thanks for the follow. Boudica, thanks for the follow on TikTok. Later on, I'll post my behind the scenes of Bitcoin, why I sold my Bitcoin. Smash the like. Why? Robert Durant, what are you asking why to? What are you asking why to? Smash the. What are you asking why to? Smash the like, Robert. Okay, here we go. Thanks, Bubble. You were the very first time that someone jumped in first. Have you noticed Believer Bubble has now got a gold badge? He's gone from green to gold. That's because he's been a member now for more than 2 months. And in fact, I can see Robert Durant is also gold. And if you go in the super chat, you will have a free super chat. If you've not done that yet, go into the super chat and there is a free super chat. I've given everybody a free one once you Bitcoin sold. Why did I sell my Bitcoin? Why did I sell my Bitcoin? Well, simple reason is this. I'll bring it on the screen and show you. My average Bitcoin price was 45,000. Now remember, everyone's position is different. I've already made a lot of money on Bitcoin. I've bought and sold Bitcoin. I bought it and sold it, made money. I've already made a couple of $1,000 profit on Bitcoin, right? I've made money on Bitcoin. So that's great. Thanks, Mike, for joining in as well. I appreciate it. So I then sold and bought in at a higher price, expecting it to go to 60, 70, 80, 100,000. And I've been out of the money now at an average price of 45,000 for several months. So today it popped up to 45,000, just a nudge below, 44.9. And I sold it all. And I'm glad I did, because immediately it dropped. Because of me, I literally manipulated Bitcoin today. Isn't that amazing? With my $5,000. I'm only joking, by the way. All right. But anyway, and I'm glad I did, because it dropped straight away to 44, and now it's at 43.8. I'm glad I did, because I'm going to buy it back. I love Bitcoin. I'm going to buy it back, but I'm going to wait for Bitcoin to go lower. I want to buy Bitcoin at 35, and I'm not saying it's going to go then to 35, but I'm certainly going to buy it at 40 and start buying more. Okay, then I respect that theory and choice. Yeah. Okay. The days are gone where I'm married to the stock. I'm here to make money. My aim is $100,000 within the next few months. I'd like to get my portfolio up to $200,000 within 2 years, and that will be a pension. Then I'll be moving my high risk stocks into dividend stocks, earning a living, and then maybe at that point I won't day trade anymore. Because remember, I'm just trading my profits. I don't add any more money. I just keep using I'm not bringing more money in. We have a lot of RAF flights flying around. Are being told it's usual air exercises. We never see RAF patrols in this part of the UK. So only the gullible will believe that is usual. That's interesting. There we go. This is from Believer Bubble. We are getting RAF. For those of you who don't know what that stands for, shame on you. But if you don't know, RAF stands for Royal Air Force. The Royal Air Force are flying around certain parts of the UK, and in Believer Bubble's opinion, he lives there. He says we don't normally have these flights. So there you go. You're gullible if you believe that. Normal routine, of course, that's what they want to say. But we all know, Believer Bubble's under the impression that's not the case. He lives in the area. They don't normally fly around. Well, they are now. Obviously, we're preparing. Now, we're not preparing for a war, I'm sure, with Russia over Ukraine. I'm sure of that. But I think what's going to happen, I think tonight or tomorrow, Russia is going to go in all guns blazing with that 40 miles of trucks, which I think is such a shame that we don't take it out. We know it's going to happen. And Ukraine have no air power. They can't do it. Thanks, Chris, for the follow. Thank you ever so much. Dickie Dodd, thanks for the follow. They have no air superiority, so it's a shame. Hi, everyone. I think what's going to happen is Russia are going to go in. Russia are going to flatten Ukraine, and then they're going to threaten Poland. And at that point, we will be at war. It's what we're preparing for. I do think a third world war is inevitable, unless the only thing that can stop it, the only thing that can stop a third world war right now is someone kill one man, Vladimir Putin. Somebody go and do it. And that's why we're putting pain on Russia to bankrupt Russia and get people inside his country to take him out. I think that's what's happening. Now, Believer Bubble, you said, now, this is very, very important, a very important announcement, folks. Believer Bubble, I want to clarify this. You said to me, you gave me a comment to the Ukraine event that I did this afternoon. For those of you who don't know, every day at 11 a.m. Central, 12 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. UK, 7 p.m. Ukraine time, I do on the Martyn Lucas channel a 1 hour Ukraine event, a radio show with music and dedications just for Ukraine. Okay, I don't know if any one of you have seen it. Some of you have. Anyway, Believer Bubble told me I got this correct? I want to clarify this. You said some of your friends or family members have been killed in Ukraine. Did I understand that correctly? I just want to check. You left a comment to the Ukraine video that family or friends, or I want to just clarify, of yours has died in Ukraine. Could you please confirm that? Because if that is the case, I want to be sure about what we're saying, and I want to get our support from our members here. So let's have a look, listen in. Believer Bubble says, I'm from a military family as well. We just have extra security patrols. We have extra security patrols over the area because we're a major military and naval area. Okay, Martin Redding is here. Corinda, well, funny you should say that, Bubble, because 3 days ago in North Devon, they were flying around here. It was strange, as we are just used to air ambulances. Hi, Corinda. Here is the news I was asking for. Yet 2 of my friends have been killed in the bombing this morning. Okay, so just a moment, everybody. Believer Bubble is a wonderful member of our family. He joins our show every day. And he's just told us 2 of his friends were killed this morning in the bombing. So we are sorry to hear that, Bubble. You are a wonderful addition and member of our family here on the Day Trader, and you've been joining me for the Ukraine broadcast as well. And all of us send our love to you sincerely. And I think it's just important to reflect that just a moment. If you're over there on TikTok, we're talking to one of our family members, our friends here on the Day Trader on YouTube, has just informed us that 2 of his friends were killed this morning in the bombing in Ukraine. So maybe please, out of respect to our dear friend, a 1 minute of silence, please, and respect to him. Thank you very much for observing that 1 minute silence. I appreciate it. Believer Bubble is about to send us some information. They spent a couple of days hiding in their basement. Then yesterday they had, and I quote, we're about to get, it looks like a message from his friends who sadly were killed during a bomb raid. We're going to get that now. Mike sends his prayers. Thank you all. Sorry, Believer Bubble, did you miss the end of that? You put, and I quote, I thought a sentence was going to follow. Thoughts are with you and the Ukrainian people. That's from Rob McLean. Mike sends his thoughts. They were hiding in their basement. And Believer Bubble says, thank you very much for the love there. Here we go. It's actually affected one of our members here to the Day Trader. On TikTok, we're just talking to one of our family members who's lost 2 friends in Ukraine through a bombing. Who would have thought when I started this Day Trader show 8 months ago, we'd be having discussions like this? Who would have thought it? Right. Moving along, as we must, I want to invite all of you to my birthday in 8 days' time, March the 9th. It's going to be an all-day event. Day Trader in the morning, Ukraine broadcasts afterwards, and then did the message show up? No, it didn't. That's why I didn't read it out. Please write it again. That's what I mean. It didn't make sense. Yeah. And I quote, and then it was nothing there. So I knew there was something about you're about to say, and then it went away. Thank you, Martyn, for your care and attention with these tough subjects. Appreciate that. Might not show up. Doesn't matter. I can improve. It will show up. First of all, Believer Bubble, you are a moderator, so it will show up. And if it doesn't show up, I will approve it. So it will show up. Write it again, please. Okay. If you wish to do that, that's fine. However, we would all love to know what they said. Okay. So before this message comes up, Believer Bubble is saying they spent a couple of days hiding in their basement. Then yesterday they had, and I quote, okay, here we go. We've had enough of hiding, and it's time to fight the invading, and we know what word that is, and reclaim our country, whatever the cost. That's a quote from a text he received. We've had enough of hiding, and it's time to fight the invading, strong word there, and reclaim our country, whatever the cost. Shortly after that, they were hit with a bomb and killed. That's the friends of Believer Bubble. Let me bring you some more breaking news. My prayers go out to all those in these hard and dangerous times. It's kind of strange for me being here in America right now, I have to say, because I've been to Ukraine. I've been all across Europe. It's only a day's drive from me in England. It's not that far away. You can get across Europe in a day. This is my Europe, my country. It's not my country, but it's very close to my country, and obviously we're affected here by one of our members. Let me, my prayers, Martin Redding, thank you for that. We're watching right now our trades. We've got some news here. Let me bring it to you. Here we go.
Money and England, and particularly London. Is this city, is London worse than any other major city in the world for this?
Yeah, I think it's fair to say that the UK and London in particular is the global hub for dirty money. It's the place where kleptocrats, those who rule through corruption, can come and get the full package, everything they need to try to legitimize their wealth and power, whether that's Mayfair's private intelligence agencies or the reputation.
Let's come back. Look who's just turned up, folks. If you wasn't here yesterday, this is Peru Invest. This was the person who came in yesterday and gave me a $300 tip. And this is him. This is him or her. We've been talking about you. We just literally, Peru, we've just been supporting our friend here, WEBULL. WEBULL is a member of our family, and he lost 2 of his friends today in Ukraine. And you can see the message they sent. They texted him, "We've had enough of hiding, and it's time to fight the invading," strong word, "and reclaim our country, whatever the cost." Moments later, they were killed with a bomb. So there we go, in Ukraine. And Peru Invest, everyone's welcoming Peru, because everyone here, Peru, sees this Day Trader show as their family. We see it as a community. I know I'm just a tiny little trader and a tiny little YouTube channel, but these people come every day, and we are a small engaging channel, but we have the most engaging channel on YouTube, I believe. I really do believe that, because my members come here every day, 2 hours in the morning, 2 hours in the evening, every day. I mean, these people that you're talking to, Peru, this family of my traders, come here every morning and every day. And now, in the afternoon, at 11 a.m., they join me for my special event for Ukraine. I'll share that with you right now. You've not seen this yet, but every day when we finish the opening bell, we go and do this Ukraine event. Here is the next one. It's live in 20 hours. You can see on the screen. Here it is. We do it every weekday, and we'll do it throughout the war, every weekday at 11 a.m. Central, 12 p.m. Eastern. There's the next one. Some of you weren't there this morning. It was a quieter one this morning, but I hope you'll be with me tomorrow. And there we go. Welcome, Peru. Glad you're here. Thank you all. Sorry to hear that. I wish Ukraine got NATO approval. If it had been given NATO approval, we would be at a third world war already. We all know that. If you've just tuned in, subscribe, please, and ring the bell, and give us a thumbs up. People have been guessing who Peru Invest is. Some people have been saying, is it Elon Musk? We've no idea. It could be a he or a she. He or she wishes to remain anonymous, but of course we appreciate the support to the channel. We do. And my Martyn Lucas channel, the main music channel, has raised over $1 million for charity in the last year. So Peru Invest, go and check out that that channel. It's my main channel, my music channel. It's not much bigger than this one, but it is actually the main channel. And there we go. I'm actually going to do something now for WEBULL, actually, as we've got 15 minutes for the market. Yeah, smash the like button. Okay, so here we go. I'm gonna do something now for WEBULL, actually. I'm gonna do this. This is especially for you, my friend. Here we go. This is taken from our show yesterday. Where over the rainbow, way up high, there's a land that I heard of once in a by. Somewhere over the rainbow, skies are yellow and blue, and the dreams that you dare to dream really do come true. Someday I'll wish upon a star and wake up where the clouds are far behind me, where troubles melt like lemon drops away above the chimney tops. That's where you'll find me. Somewhere over the rainbow, bluebirds fly, birds fly over the rainbow. Why then, oh why can't I? Somewhere over the rainbow, way up high, there's a land that I heard of once in a lullaby. Somewhere over the rainbow, skies are yellow and blue, and the dreams that you dare to dream really do come true. If happy little bluebirds fly beyond the rainbow, why, oh why can't I? If happy little bluebirds fly beyond the rainbow, why, oh why can't I? There we go. That was for our friend Believer Bubble, who lost two of his friends today. They were performers, and I wonder if they were into the bubbles or they were doing the children's entertainers like Bubble is. Anyway, we're coming up now to 10 minutes to go before the market closes, and I've got a question here. I believe. Can I ask, how long have you lived in the States? And do you plan to come back to the UK anytime soon? Yes, I am planning to come back to the UK very soon. Corinda messaged me on on Facebook and Instagram, and be good to catch up sometime and check out the old the old haunts of the holiday parks. But I still have all my connections in the UK, of course, and I look forward to catching up with you. So message me and be nice to catch up. All right, let's move on. They were also bubble show performers. Yeah, I bet they were the best, right, mate? They were the best. There we go. Tesla is just dropping now. It just seems so ridiculous, you know, who cares? But, you know, I guess we have to do what we have to do. Thank you for the follow, Christy Bowner and Goody Good Bear Off. Thanks for the follow over there on TikTok. Thank you so much indeed. And thanks for the follows on Instagram and Twitter as well. Thanks for all of you. Our home is on YouTube. This is where you need to be. This is where the family is. Rivian has been going sideways. We just got a bit of a drop right now. Yeah, there goes Virgin Galactic. I've got a sale. I've got an order to buy Virgin Galactic at 901. 901. If it does go that low down. Not the best, no, as that's me. That's right. I'm sorry. I should have said that, shouldn't I? Well, I can't believe what I was thinking. What was I thinking? There you go. There you go. Coca-Cola is trading sideways right now. If we look at the overall portfolio in the last few minutes, we've just dropped 2.5% today. We're just under 40,000, but I've protected myself. I'm very confident where I am right now. This is the last few minutes. We're going to see things improve again. I'm not really worried. I think Rivian is trading sideways. That's a good takeoff point. Virgin Galactic, yes, we've made a lot of money from that now. We've just bought 500 shares, so we're okay. Dropping $95, it's still pretty good. You know, I used to own this at 37, so I'm fine with it. If it hits 909. 901. I've got 500 ready to buy. I'm not going to buy it yet. This is not enough of a drop. Bitcoin, I'm ready to buy in at 35,000. Yep, $500. But actually, that's just while I'm sleeping. You have to prepare for these things with Bitcoin. If I see it suddenly go down to 41, 40, I will start accumulating and start building up my position again with Bitcoin again, but not just yet. Okay. So do we still have Peru Invest in the chat? Peru Invest. I wanted to see if you'd what you thought of that song there. I wanted to play that for Bubble, and I wanted to see what you thought of that. I'd love your opinion on that one. If you're still here, maybe you're not here anymore. I don't know. Anyway, this is tomorrow's show. Please join me tomorrow. This is going to be every weekday. Lost $1,376. Well, you haven't lost it, have you? You haven't lost it if you are still trading. You've only lost it if you've now retired and this is all the money you've got left in the world. Then you've lost it. But you haven't lost it, have you? If you are still trading, I mean, you know, I'm down $970 today, but I haven't lost it. Oh, you sold it. Hey, selling it at a loss, I took a loss. That's not losing money either. That's not losing money either. You decided to sell out at a loss because you think it's going to go lower, which protects yourself. That's just the same as holding it and losing the money. It's better to sell out at a loss and then buy back with the intention of buying it back. I did that. I sold out my Virgin Galactic position and literally wiped out $4,000 or $5,000 because I knew it was going to fall and continue falling, and then I bought it back less. I have 20,000 shares of SOFi, holding it for today's earnings after hours. There we go. Did you hear my over the rainbow, Peru Invest? He didn't say. But anyway, he has 20,000 shares of SOFi, holding it for today's earnings after hours. So you expect it to bounce up, right? SOFi. Should we have a little look at SOFi, Peru Invest? Let's have a look. SOFi. SOFi Technologies. Yes, it was, oh, good. He did hear it. Lovely. Now, I noticed, Peru Invest, that you've subscribed to this channel, because I had a look at your channel. But I'm going to be cheeky now. You've not yet subscribed to the Martyn Lucas channel. No, you haven't. I'm just saying you haven't subscribed to the Martyn Lucas channel. So just in case you fancy it, fancy it, here is the Martyn Lucas channel, all right? I would love one more subscriber to I would love you to be a subscriber to my YouTube channel. There we go, youtube.com/Martyn Lucas. And anybody else who hasn't done it either, what are you waiting for? Sort it out. Go and subscribe to it. Just did. Hey! Peru, you'll be rich if earnings are good. It's so volatile. Let's go back to it. I think Peru Invest already is pretty rich. He gave me a $300 tip yesterday. All right, here it is. Here's Peru Invest. Should we all buy it? Nicholas, you missed a lot. I'm back from the dentist. What did I miss? You missed a lot. You did. Nicholas, we've had the most I can't talk about it. It wouldn't be right, okay? We had that moment on the show. Nicholas, all I will say to you, because I'm not trying to sensationalize something very personal, rewind the video. Rewind the video half an hour and watch what happened. That's all I can say. One of our family members, you might want to watch it. I'm not going to dramatize it and talk about it again. I got 100 shares. Is everyone's buying SOFi now? Right. Let's have a look. SOFi. It's down there. Look at it round there. Peru, you'll be rich if earnings are good. It's so volatile. He just bought 20,000 shares of SOFi. 20,000 shares? Flippin' heck. Right, let's have a look. SOFi. It's right down there. Right down there. It's down on the month. It's up today because that's what happens. It's down on the day, 1.7. I think out of respect for Peru Invest, I'm going to buy some shares of SOFi. I just think I'm going to do it. It's gone down. It's gone down over the month. Review order. There you go. Done. I've just bought 100 shares of SOFi. No idea why. I just did. SOFi. I mean, yesterday I'm just doing that. All right. I bought NEO when it was 130. I sold it for 50. Bloody hell. I bought NEO at 130 and sold it at 50. Flipping heck. That's some. Yeah. Just for the sake of it. Sometimes you just got to roll the dice. I don't gamble, as you know, but sometimes, go with something. 10% gain of earnings are well. I got 100 shares. Look, is everyone buying? Everyone's buying Peru. Everyone's buying SOFi. All right. I bought 100 shares of SOFi. Shouldn't have done it. Shouldn't have done it. Don't even know what it's about. But there you go. See what happens. How much did that cost for 100 shares? The screen went blurry. Oh, did it? Screen went blurry. Hang on, let me clear. The screen went blurry. What's up with you? The screen went blurry. There you go, $1,124. The way I see it is, yesterday, Peru Invest gave me a $300 tip. So, just sometimes you take a leap of faith. Sometimes. All right? So, there you go. Now you know. I'm down $9 right now. So, not doing very well at all. We'll see what happens. I just bought 2,500 shares. What's going on? We're all buying shares. Okay, wow, risky Martyn. Sometimes you just got to live a little. Look, we got Moose and Ella just bought 2,500. Right, what's it going to do? I'm down. What we're going to having a leap with you, and see. Oh, Rob McLean's doing it as well. Ding ding, the bell's gone. Everyone's jumping in. Oh, look at it go up. Look. Oh, I'm up. Whoa, look. Earnings are out. Look at this. Peru Invest came in to our show yesterday, and gave me a $300 tip. And he bought 20,000 shares of SOFi. And look, and fortune favours the brave. I'll just say that. I'm up. Wow, I'm making money. Look, the earnings are out. Peru Invest said nothing. Oh, look at it. Oh, it's got up 2%. I think Peru Invest is a guardian angel. Sell, Martyn. I missed it. Peru Invest came yesterday, gave us a $300 tip, and just said, I've just bought 20,000 shares of SOFi. I know nothing about it. I just thought, what the hell, I'll go for it. I bought 100 shares of it. And Muzanella, look, Peru Invest. And Muzanella bought 2,500 shares. So far, has been on social media for a while and trending. Okay, it's not. It went up. It's gone back down again. Nothing yet. It's going back down again. I trust Muzanella. I know Muzanella. The fact that Muz has bought into it tells you something. Murray, don't be gutted. Why be gutted? It hasn't made any money yet. In fact, it's gone lower. You could buy it now. Look, for less than me. It just popped for a second. It's back where it started from. Bought the pullback. Oh, here it goes again. Apparently the earnings have just come out. Let me have a look. Let me scroll down. Available after hours. It's not out yet. Apparently, as the can anyone tell me? Have the Corinda says sell, Martyn. I can't sell yet. I've only made $4. I got a funny. I've got a funny feeling. You know. I mean, Stockwits bought the pullback. I'm not sure what you mean by that. Earnings are out. If anyone knows the earnings, let me know. But maybe Peru Invest is an investing angel. Came in, supported the channel. Basically, very subtly gave a tip. That was very subtle. He came in, just went. He just came in and said, all he said was, I have 20,000 shares of SOFi, holding it for today's earnings after hours. That's all he said. Look, if I buy 20,000 shares, let's see how much that costs. 20,000 shares today is $228,000. If I zoom in, now I know obviously he bought it for less than that. But look, $228,000 is 20,000 shares. But obviously I'm sure he bought it lower than this. In fact, could he have bought it low? Yes, he could. He could have bought it for $9, yes. So there you go. It's a very different story for him or her. We don't know. There we go. Let me clear that $20,000. I don't want to suddenly accidentally buy $20,000. Now then, when are we going to sell this? It's up 1.69. Let's get a perspective of where we are. It's been down. It's been down a long way. I'm up 1.6%. Bought the pullback. Earnings. Yes, Martin. I follow moves. Yep. You follow moves as well. I said that earlier, a financial angel. What site do you trade on? Any help or advice? Welcome. I use Trust Wallet and not the most friendly. No, that's not really a proper. That's not really a proper brokerage. Trust Wallet is not the no, it's not. Right. What I use, Corinda, is Robinhood, but that's not available yet in the UK. It's coming to the UK, but it's not available yet. I have got several brokerages that I recommend in the UK, and if you use my referral code, you get some free stocks. You get free stocks from COINBASE. You get a free bit of $10 of crypto. COINBASE, you get lots of learn and earn. I'm going to give you now my referral codes of all my stocks, right? Of all my brokerages. Here we go. There it is in the chat. That's the all links button. That's the all links button. Click on that all links button and go down and have a look. You will see all the different links. All right. You will see links to WEBULL, COINBASE, eTORO, Robinhood, all of it. And some of it you can use, some of it you can't use, but it's all there for you. Right. Russia has the advantage of EMP strikes, I read, in an American military document, and it said Russia may have a nuke in a satellite that it can explode anytime, causing the electrical grid to collapse. Oh, brilliant. That's good news then. I'm watching 30 minutes in the past, like you said. Ah, there you go. I'm watching 30 minutes in the past, like you said. He's watching, he's having a listen to what happened earlier. Thanks, I will now. And on that link, you'll also see my, I know you now follow me on Instagram. And if you become a member, Corinda, you get lots more benefits. There's lots of free options, free stocks I give away, prizes I give away. I tag you in all my viral posts, so you gain. You can grow on YouTube. If you make me, if you're a silver member and you make me a manager on your YouTube channel, if you want to grow your YouTube channel, you may not want to grow it. I don't know what you use it for, but if you do, I will make a video for you, promote your video. All my members will subscribe to you. I put it on the homepage of my YouTube channel, and we'll all like it, comment on it, and everything. So here is the invitation to join. We'd love to have you as a member, Corinda. We have bronze, silver, gold, and sponsorship level. Sponsorship level is when we sponsor your business, promote your business, do commercials for you, and also you could have a fundraiser event and you get all the money. People pay me thousands of dollars to do fundraising events, or at least they used to. Now I don't charge anybody. I just do it for members only. And you keep all the money and you don't pay me anything. So there is the invitation to join. You might not want to do a fundraiser, but you might quite like the to be a bronze member or silver member. Silver member is the most value. Anyway, there it is. There's the invitation to join. Wow, I just heard the news. I'm sorry, Believer Bubble. There we go. He's watched the video. I'm not sure if this is the earnings report for SOFi, but it just come up on my screen. Thank you ever so much. 15 more minutes for real. 15 more minutes for real SOFi action. Oh, look at this. Now we're getting a tip. Everybody, look at this. We're getting a tip now from Peru Invest. Look at this. Take it. It's up to you whether you think it's a good tip, whether you think it's good or bad. Look, Peru Invest. This is the guy who gave me a $300 tip. This is the guy who's, you know, in our channel, he's bought 20,000 shares of SOFi. He's just said 15 more minutes for the real SOFi action. Right now, it's down. It's up to you. You might, this is not financial advice. We don't know who Peru Invest is. We don't know what he knows. But it's there for you. Don't say you didn't know about it. Right, we have 15 minutes. Apparently, 15 more minutes. Let's bring up the clock. Let's see what happens in 15 minutes. We're learning what's going on. I killed it today on my forward put options. Congratulations, Muzanella. Caden Youngquist. Here's our... Right, SOFi is going down right now. Look, it's dropping off. Whoa, it's dropping all the way down. Do you buy more? What do you do right now? I'm not buying any more. I don't know what to make of this news. Peru Invest, William S. Where is Gara? I know Peru. We are friends from another channel. Here's William S. William S has just joined in. Ha, ha, ha. What's going on? We don't know. No one knows what's going on. Sold, made 30 bucks. Bad earnings. SOFi was 906 10 days ago. I'm scared, so... Oh! Whoa, 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 whoa! Look at that go! Look at it go! Oh, look at this. Look at what's going on. I don't know. I mean, you can take this as you like. You can make your own choices, your own decisions. You were given the information. You don't know who Peru Invest is. You've no idea. I can't see the after hours, so watching Martyn's. Oh, well, look at it. It's just shot up 7%. Increase the energy there. Or are you going to turn into SOFi earning report? Are you going to turn into SOFi earning report? Am I going to turn into... What do you mean? Am I going to turn into it? What do you mean? Peru is about to go nuts. Wow, wow, wow. Scream louder, Martyn. God. Sorry if I got too loud. Did I get too loud? Did I get too loud? I don't even know what we're doing. No one knows what we're doing. We're just playing we're just playing along. I'm not selling today. Muzanella, it said he's not selling today. All right? Good earnings, good earnings. They just got released. So, apparently I'm shouting too much. Am I shouting too much? I have no idea. I apologize if I'm shouting. Anyway. Where is she? Where is she? Where is she? Is Corinda still here? Are you watching this? Turn on. Oh, are you going to turn into SOFi? Oh, I see. The SOFi. Oh, I see. Oh, I see. I could do. Read the full report. Okay. That didn't work, did it? It's not giving me the... Oh, hang on. Here we go. Preview earnings call. Does anybody want to hear it? Okay. Does anybody want to hear it? I wasn't going to do this, but what the hell? We'll begin at 5. We'll begin at 5 o'clock. Oh, we got quite... Oh, 4 o'clock. 45 minutes. Okay, there it is. There you go. Well, Peru is about to go nuts. William S., if you've just tuned into the show, welcome. Good afternoon. My name is Martyn Lucas, and welcome. Subscribe and ring the bell. Give us a thumbs up. And this is one of those magical moments. Scream louder, mine. I'm sorry. I don't know if I got excited. I mean, I only bought 100 shares. It's not like I bought 1 million or anything. Turn on. Peru made almost $20,000 right now. There we go. Thank you, Peru Invest. Congratulations to all. Thank you, Peru Invest. Everyone's thanking him. I'm up almost 2,500 for the day. Thanks. You're welcome. Cheers, Paul. I am back. I am back. I lost internet. You are witnessing a magical moment. A magical moment. Peru Invest, a guy who came into the channel yesterday, who gave me a $300 tip, didn't say anything, just simply came in today and said, I've just bought 20,000 shares of SOFi. And I just felt, what the hell? I'll buy it. What the hell? I thought I'll buy it. What the heck? And I did, and then this happened. And as I did it, I went up 11%. I mean, I don't know how high it can go. I have no knowledge of this stock whatsoever. It was purely just because Peru said it. I mean, that's all it was. I thought, what the hell? I don't know how high this can go. I have no idea. I know nothing about it. I'm going to tell you the truth. I don't have a clue. I don't know when to sell this. I have no idea. But it's made me $119. I'm very thankful to Peru. We all are. I think we all are. I think we all agree. It's wonderful. Who did it? Cheers, Peru. Is this not the best YouTube channel in the world? Has everybody subscribed and rung the bell and give us a thumbs up? Muzanella just made $2,500. He's going, thank you very much. Welcome to the greatest YouTube channel in the history of the world. Anyway. Hang on, 2,500 was my goal for the day, and it happened. Thank you again. I announced on the show this morning I'll be day trading today and make 2,000. You did say that. You did say that. I'll give you that. You did say that. And Moves, what are you doing with this? I mean, do I just sell this? I mean, yep, day trader. My VIXI and oil today made $1,500 on 6 trades. Congratulations to you. Congratulations to you. Now the choice is yours. Now, do we sell this? I only had a spare 20 quid, so put it all in. Nice one, Moo. Nice one, Bubble. Nice one, mate. Nice one. Brilliant, mate. I had 20 quid, so I went for it. I feel like we're a bunch of lunatics, personally. We've no idea who Peru Invest is. He came in and said, I just bought 20,000 shares. And everyone just jumped on it. I mean, I don't know what to say about it. It's quite a moment. I will say that. I will say it's quite a moment. I don't quite know what to say. You know, whatever. We've got the clock. The clock is because he said the best news will come within the next 15 minutes. Well, that I just put the clock up. I placed sell order at 16. Oh, okay. I placed a sell order at 16. Fair play. There we go. So thanks for sharing that. I appreciate that very much. I bought $4,000 on SOFi just because I believed Peru Invest. I bought $4,000? What the hell? You put $4,000. Mind you, what am I talking about? I put $1,000 on it. I put $1,000. That's a lot of money to me. I don't know if Drillian might be a millionaire. I don't know. Can you believe that? Can you believe what we've just done here, folks? We've just, you know. limit order, sell. Just be careful though, guys. I just want to say this channel is always about protecting your money, not about making it, protecting it, right? I'm just saying, if all of a sudden it crashes, don't say you weren't warned, okay? Oh, it's going again. So sell limit order, limit price 12.34. I've just put that in there. Obviously, it will just go. Oh my gosh, it's going again. 12.57. I am not a financial advisor. Remember, I have a lot via stocks. I bought it at Neo at 2 and sold 50. Yep. I can afford to lose money. Exactly. Yeah, we can't. I can't. This is my entire life savings. And I want to say everybody right now, Peru Invest gave me a $300 tip because he said, I love the channel. It's honest and true. And I'm a decent man. That's his words, not mine. And I just want to say it's very easy to make money, but very, very easy to lose money, okay? The most important thing is to protect your profits. This is a huge amount of money for me in one trade, $138. Please, if you've made money and you're happy, you don't know anything about Peru Invest, I'm sure he's the greatest guy in the world, but no one knows what is happening. We don't even know what stock you're buying in. So feel free to sell it at any point. He's told you he's selling at, where is it? He's told you he's selling at, I think, 16. I've got every reason to believe that. He's been honest and fair and decent with us the entire time. But just be understanding, if you're gambling now, and we kind of all are, because we don't even know what the stock is, right, I've heard of it, of course I've heard of it, but I don't understand its fundamentals, then, make sure that, you're prepared to sell it or take a profit, whatever's comfortable for you. People will sell this right now, obviously, and take profits. Everybody's after making money, right? So I just don't want anyone to lose from my traders here today. I don't know how high this is going to go. I have no idea at all, and it could drop in 1 second. So if you go, I'm happy, I've made $100, sell it, whatever it is you want to do. William, wow, sorry, I did not see you. So there you go. So I've put a limit order in at 12.34. I mean, that's just where it is right now. That just means it will sell now if I run it through. 100 shares, expires, good for the day. I could click that now and take $134 profit. That's a huge amount of money for me, as you all know. We don't know how high it's going to go. I will wait to see how high it will go up tomorrow. And if it goes down, I'll sell at break even. That's a good way of looking at it. Again, Muzana's got different objectives. He has got a lot more money. He's made a lot more money. He can let it run, and if it goes back to nothing, he's okay with that. Some of you here aren't in that position. I'm not in that position at all. I'm not in that position at all. But anyway. Typically, for those of you who don't know, You buy the rumor, sell the news. The earnings report hasn't come out yet. I've not read it. Apparently it's good, but we've already had the pop. So then now it could sell off. People, want to make money. A lot of people are losing money on stocks. Understand that. I'm just putting everything out there so everyone has every bit of information to hand. For tomorrow, I bought a lot of INIQ. I will hold for 3 weeks. I'm not in a position to buy a Coke. Buying warrants on BRCC, Caden. A tip is a tip. We are all adults and we're responsible for our actions. There we go. Nice work in the piano. Thank you ever so much, Nicholas. Oh, it's still running. 13. There's the clock right now. We had a timer, if you remember. It's still running. Now, he has said, touch 13. It was 13 right after 15 minutes. Yes, you did say that. Wow. Look, I've got my finger over the sell. This is a huge amount of money for me. $169, $170. We know that a big investor here with 20,000 shares is selling at 16. But remember, his position is different. SOFi filed Form 8K on March. $13 now. One tap of that mouse and I sell it. I've set a limit order of 12.34. That just means it will go through. That's all it means. 12.92. Buy more. What's the 8,000 thing? I have no idea. I don't know what's the 8K thing. I don't know what the answer to that is. $13. You've got to ask yourself now, how will you feel at having an opportunity here for a tip to make some money, and if I put a take profit at 13, will it sell my stock at 13 regards how much high? Yes. Oh no. If you put it at 13 and it goes, see, mine's at 12.34, right? It'll go for the price now. That's all. But it won't go lower than 12.34. So whatever price you put, it will go at that price or higher. It will try and get you the higher price. If I put a profit at 13, will it sell my stock at 13 regardless how much higher? No, it will sell at the highest price at the time. Sell. I've just sold mine. There we go. I've done it. I took my profit. I made $170. For me, that's free money. I've done it. There we go. Now then, now I sit back and watch it go to $100 and go, there was my opportunity to become a millionaire. All right. So I just sold it. I made my profit. Okay. So there we go. Do you think the market will bounce tomorrow? Just bought some QQQ this afternoon just before the close. Do I think it will bounce tomorrow? I don't know right now. Congrats. Thank you, William. It means a lot to me. It means a lot to me. I paid 1,125 and I sold it 1,281. That's it. That to me is good for me. We'll now see what it does. So by putting a limit order at 13, it will sell my stock as long as it's 13 or higher. Correct. As soon as the market opens, correct. That is absolutely correct. You put your limit order. See, during the day, you can just trade. You can just buy and sell as you like. Just followed your link to eTORO and set up an account. Nice one, Corinda. Thank you very much indeed. If you set a limit order, it will go at the price or above. It won't ever sell below that. All right? And so I didn't have a price in mind. I don't know the stock. I didn't have a target price. So I just put a random number that was lower than where it was and just click go and it sold it. And that's it. Stockwits. What does that mean when you keep saying stockwits? I keep seeing that. What does the word stockwits mean? Can someone explain to me what that means? SOFi is #1 trending stock. Oh, I see. Oh, it's a website. Okay. #1 trending. I got it. Okay. Oh, it's its first. Oh, I sold mine. I just sold mine at 12.90. Is it going to go back up again, or is it going to come down from here? A stock chat website. Oh, look at that. That's the first one. To me, I was happy with that. And the reason why I sold it at that point, because that was a lot of money for me. And I asked myself the question, how would I feel if it went higher compared to having a free tip from Peru Invest and taking the profit? I was like, wow, I've just got an opportunity to make $180. Done. Thank you, Peru Invest. You nailed it. I can only go on what I see on your screen as I don't get the after hours stuff. There we go. Congratulations. So for me, I'm happy with that. I sold it right at the top. I bought it right at the bottom as Peru mentioned it. And that has really, really boosted my portfolio right there. Much, much better. Good. I made $180 and that's brilliant. Okay. So Peru Invest, I would like to do something for you now. I don't normally like doing a song in my show because I get copyright on it and the ad revenue goes out the window. All right. But because of you, you gave me a $300 tip yesterday. And because of you today, you gave me a tip, which earned me $180. So I owe you something special. Now, I don't know if you know, but I was voted by Elton John as the world piano man. I've performed in 195 countries, and my shows are all about doing fundraisers for people. So, on that basis, Peru, I would like to dedicate a song to you. Go to my studio right behind me. I'll pump out the smoke, and I'll do you a request. I can sing in 14 voices, 7 different languages, 650 songs. Is there any particular song that you would imagine that I can do that you'd like? I can sing in the voice of Elton John, Paul McCartney. I can sing in the voice of Andrea Bocelli, Pavarotti, Eric Clapton, Louis Armstrong. Do any of those voices sound interesting to you? And if they do, I will go and do a song for you right now. And I'll be more than happy to do that. Your choice. Well, what do you like best? Are you Elton John, a Billy Joel, Pavarotti, Nessun Dorma? I don't know. Andrea Bocelli, Eric Clapton, Paul McCartney. What sort of person are you? Fly Me to the Moon, Frank Sinatra. That's William. I can do that. I can do that. Now, folks, if you see the stock now suddenly start to pop up, don't feel bad. You got a free tip. By moon, we mean SOFi to the moon. Fly me to the moon. By moon, we mean SOFi. Okay. Fly me to the moon. SOFi. I'll do that then, shall I? All right. I'm going to pump out some smoke. Here we go. Let's do it. That's what we're going to do. We're going to prepare the studio right now, and we're going to do Fly Me to the Moon for William, and we'll still go back to 10. I've no idea. Take it as a free tip from a friend, a member of the family who came in here, and if you've just tuned in and you'd like to be a member of the channel, remember on Friday we give away a cash prize. It's only $10, I know, but that's all I make on average per day, apart from yesterday, of course, with Peru. But tomorrow on Friday we're giving away a $10 prize, plus cash prize, plus prizes if we get them donated by our sponsors. And Muzana, thanks for referring me to Stockwits. You're very welcome there. So what are you smoking? LOL. Smoke machine. It just gets this. You know what I mean. All right. Okay. So here's the invitation to join. Members only. If we get a prize to give away from our sponsors or anybody who donates a prize, members only. And Peru said I might come back and help the members out and give away an iPhone. So just saying, he hasn't said that right now, but should we get a prize to give away, members only, there's the invitation to join. It's only a couple of bucks to be a member, and then you get all the benefits, and we got bronze, silver and gold up to sponsorship level. The smoke machine is pure THC. The smoke's coming out now. Right, let me get ready. Here we go. Fly me to the moon. All right, we're gonna end the broadcast on. In fact, we're gonna end the broadcast just for a minute. I'll keep it going, but you guys on TikTok won't be able to see me. All right, you're looking at the wrong screen. You have to come and join me on YouTube. You will hear it, but you won't see anything. All right, okay. So there we go. It's falling back down now. So we did the right thing. Okay. At least we did the right thing for now. So we're going to Fly Me to the Moon. This is especially for William S., who's a friend of Peru Invest, and Peru Invest himself. So that's what we're going to do. Moosnet, you should make a chat room on Stockwits. Yes, he should. I totally agree. Right, here we go. We're going to go back to the studio. Here we go. We've still got the Ukraine colours. Right. So here we go. It's Fly Me to the Moon, everybody. Just because we all got free money now, and hurry, sing the song so that it can rock it. Oh, great. Now I've sold it. You're telling me that. All right. Brilliant. Okay, here we go. Okay. Here we go. Plug this in. Fly me to the moon and let me play among the stars. Let me know what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. In other words, hold my hand. In other words, I love you. SOFi to the moon, let me play among the stars. Peru Invest, he gave us a great big tip. Yeah, in other words, hold my hand. In other words, in other words, in other words, I love you. oh, fly me to the moon. Let me play among the stars. Let me know what spring is like on SOFi tonight. In other words, hold my hand. In other words, Peru invest. Yeah. Well, fly me to the moon. Let me play among the stars. Let me know what spring is like in Peru and invest. In other words, hold my hand. In other words, I love you. Whoa. There we go. That was especially for Peru Invest and William S. as well. Really, really cool. Thank you ever so much indeed. Let me go back to the trading screen and let's have a look. Let's see where SOFi is. If SOFi is at $1 million, don't worry. You sold out. You made your 180 bucks. That's great. Peru Invest, what other plays are you looking at? Appreciate the love. My YouTube channel is coming up soon, Martin. As a picture of my YouTube, as my thumbnail, he can share it if he wants to Ryan Sullivan. Muzanella, you know, you're a gold member. We'll be promoting your YouTube channel. We'll be promoting it. You know we will. Everyone will subscribe. Everyone will like it. Everyone will love it. You know that, Muzanella. Do you even need to ask? Can I still make something on SOFi tomorrow? Let me get back to the trading screens. Let me come back and join you. Okay, here we go. All right. Is that better? Is that better? Sorry about that. I'm back again now. There you go. Better? Does that sound better? All right. So, brilliant performance. You're welcome. You're muted. Am I good now? I'm good now, right? All I can say, you can all see me here after 3:30 p.m. There we go. You always make the song yours. Thanks, mate. Brilliant, Martin. Corinda's loving it. Right. There you go. Can I still make something from SOFi? Well, it's still going up. Right. As we have William, and as we have, in fact, everybody's here today. We've got a really good crowd. I want everyone to know. I want to invite everyone to my birthday on March the 9th. Put it in your calendar. March the 9th. Now, what we're going to do is I'm going to be doing my opening bell. Okay, I'll do my opening bell. I'm going to be doing the Ukraine special event straight afterwards. And then I'm going to do the closing bell. All day long is my birthday. And I might even do a party in the evening. We are looking at having a party around the house. And if we do have that, everybody will come in here and wave to you. I'll have it going all night. I haven't decided whether we're doing that yet. Now, SOFi is going up. Don't worry about if you've sold out. It doesn't matter. It's not important. You did your thing. You made some money. That's what it's all about. And by closing bell, you'll be very, very drunk indeed. Yeah, you're probably right. Wow, party time. Yeah. Party time. Party time's right. Now, when I first started trading, the difficult part was seeing the trades run away, like it is now. But that doesn't matter now. I made my money, and that was great. That's all that matters. Okay. I have a major FOMO, fear of missing out. I used to. Now. I used to, but not anymore. And that was great. That was all that. I used to. Now I just enjoy it for what it is. Don't ever do that. It's difficult. And that FOMO is the killer of your portfolio. If you're making profits, you're making profits. Don't think this is the moment I'm going to become a billionaire. This is the moment when everything's going to be great. And it could be. Maybe SOFi is now going to go to $100 and I literally could have I literally could have been rich. That could be the case. But at the end of the day, you don't know that. So a profit is a profit. Take it where you can. Did anybody buy more Lucid today like me? Yes. I did. I've been buying it all day. I've got 211 shares now. See it on the screen? 211 shares. I did indeed buy it all day. And yes, indeed. Did you sell it all or did you just take profits? I sold it all. SOFi, I sold it all. Yeah. I sold it all. And I'm fine with that. At the end of the day, it was a $380. I had no idea what I was buying. We're building a relationship. We're building a relationship with Peru Invest. We don't know who he is at all. But he seems a really decent person. He's tipped me. He's come in and always nice and complimentary and supportive and helpful. But, you just got to take a profit. And that's fine. That's what he wanted to do. Make people some money. I did too. And I'm only 3%. I'm only down 3% on Lucid. Yep. Awesome. Yeah. I'm down just, I'm up. In fact, I'm up. I'm up on Lucid 1%. There you go. See if I zoom in. I'm up 1% on Lucid right now. So I'm very happy with that. I'm going to hold that position. Very, very comfortable with that indeed. We're back up to 40,000 again. Yeah, really great. Now, SOFi is at 5 o'clock. Would anybody like me to do the earnings report? Now, for those of you not seen an earnings report before, it's when I change the set of the show and we listen in. We listen in to an earnings report. I don't talk, we discuss at the end, but for the earnings report, we bring in the audio. I create a special event just for it. It starts in an hour and 10 minutes. So if everybody does want the earnings report, tell me, and I will create a thumbnail for it, an event for it, and it actually starts at 5 p.m. If I'm correct, let me have a look here. Preview earnings call. We'll do a vote. We'll have a little vote. We'll have a little look. It starts here. There we go. Oh no, sorry, it's 4 p.m. I beg your pardon. It's 4 p.m. Right. Forget what I just said. Forget what I just said. It's 4 p.m. So the only way to do it now then is to change the title of this video. So let me do that then, because we're already live. We might as well. So what I'm going to do is edit the video. You're going to see it change now. Here we go. Okay, I'm going to change it. Okay, so it's SOFi. We are going to do it then. SOFi. Hang on. SOFi earnings report. Earnings report. Let me go back now. This is a little bit difficult to do live during a show, but I'm going to do it. Here we go. Content. I'm going to change the name of the video. And I've never seen an earnings report. No, you haven't. I'll do it. It's difficult to do while I'm live, changing everything, but I will do it. I'm pretty okay at doing it. Earnings. There we go. There we go. Earnings. I'm just seeing what I named it last time. Okay, so SOFi earnings. SOFi. Okay, SOFi. Okay. Change the name of it there. Change the name of, right, I've done that. Caden, Bitcoin is going to 0. Why did you sell your Bitcoin? Because it's going to crash right down, I'm going to buy it back. I don't believe it's going to go to 0 though. I don't believe that. But anyway, right, SOFi earnings. Now, what I need to do now, this is going to be the difficult part. This is going to be the very difficult part. What are we watching right now? You're watching over here. Let me bring up the portfolio of SOFi. This is going to be the most difficult part of it. Because what I've got to do is bring up SOFi on here and create a show while I'm doing it. So I'll bring you the price up here. This is what we're watching. Okay, bring up that screen there. There's SOFi. I'm going to zoom in for you, and then I'm going to use that there for the minute. Okay, and while I'm doing that, this will be, if I can pull this off, I'll be quite impressed with myself. Right, okay, here we go. SOFi. If I could do this now then. So I need a SOFi logo. SOFi logo. How many people are watching me right now? Okay, everyone's watching. Right, SOFi. There's the SOFi logo. Images. There it is. That's what I need. Okay. Save image as. God, if I can pull this off during the show, it'd be pretty impressive, right? Save. Check your comments. Keep comments coming through. Bitcoin won't go to 0. No, not a chance. I don't believe that. Show all. Right. Close that. We'll watch and see how you pull this off, Martin. Yeah, you're watching another screen, and basically what I'm doing now is changing the logo and the information, well, actually going into Photoshop and editing a thumbnail, because people want the thumbnail. It has to be right. We've got a standard for excellence. Looking to buy the dip, YouTube, and we need to go channels, day trader. And then we need to go to earnings PSD, right, Photoshop. Now this might open up, I'm watching where this is going to open up my Photoshop now. It might open up in the wrong place. It's going to probably put it over the top of my screen, so I'm not sure how this is going to work. There, thought so. It put it up there, but you didn't see that, so that didn't affect you, did it? Okay, that was all right. Okay, Now then. This will be interesting. Right, so I'm bringing in the SOFi logo into here. Hopefully it's PNG. It is. Perfect. Right. Okay, take out Amazon, because that's my template. I don't have no idea why I'm telling you all this stuff. I've got to cut it out, because I need it to be transparent. Select all. You're still watching SOFi, so we're just selecting the image. Just a minute. Perfect. SOFi earnings live debate. Okay, we've done it. We've created the thumbnail. Okay, layer, flatten the image. Are we still broadcasting? Is everything still looking good? Yeah. Okay. Does one of your studio assistants not help you? Yeah, right. Very funny. Assistants. What assistants? Right, file, save as. Save as. This is just temporary. I just need to get something out. SOFi. I can improve on it later. Right, desktop. Okay. Has to be for YouTube. It has to be under 1 meg. Sorry, 2 megs. What am I talking about? Right. Bring up this again now. This window. This one, get rid of that. You're looking at the wrong screen temporarily, I know. SOFi back there again. Let me bring the trading screen in. You're watching that screen again. Okay. So now I've got to go back to that. I'm editing that video. Come on, 12.50. Now, I've sold out my position now, so it doesn't really affect me anymore, all this. I'm out of it right now. So here we go, SOFi earnings. And when I've done this, would everyone refresh the screen and have a look? It should all have changed. Change. We're still broadcasting. You still see me all right? Yep. SOFi earnings. Okay, SOFi earnings. Right. Okay. Okay. Would everybody would everybody come out of the stream in a second? Not just yet. Save. Right. Yeah. Yep. It's changed. Okay. Has it worked? Right. Brilliant. Okay. So we've done that now. SOFi earnings, live debate. Okay, we're now back into that one. Now I've got to change my show. It has changed to SOFi. This is the hard bit now, how I'm going to do this, because I need to get... The next bit I need to do is... What are you watching? You're watching that screen. I need to close this screen. Whoa. Okay. Grab an extra window because I've got to change to a different show. It's a completely different performance, right? So this time, day trade top left earnings. I've got 14 different screens in this studio, and I have to make sure that yeah, I'm just going to have to minimize this a second. Bear with me as I minimize this screen because I need to drag the SOFi image up into this window, and the only way I could do that was like that. Okay, now I can bring you back in again. Okay, there we go. So we're nearly there now. And now we need to go to SOFi. Oh yeah, it's going to work. It's going to work, and I'm going to get everybody searching for SOFi now. Have we got anybody still watching? Yeah. I was thinking, God, what an awful show. Right, now we need the chart for SOFi. We can't just be on this here. We need to see the chart. Everybody wants to watch the chart, which is, I don't normally use charts, but for this, for these events I do, because the people that are watching do want to see it. Okay, so there we go. There's that. There's that. Okay, we're good. Now we're coming up to the SOFi event, which, oh, it's just start. Oh, bloody hell, it's starting. So I need to go to the earnings. Earnings. Earnings report and change that window. Okay. And we're now going to play the earnings for you. I put myself in there. Okay, there you go. And now we need the earnings, which is going to come up on here. And we are just about there. Join live earnings call. Here we go. We're bringing it in now. Subscribe and ring the bells in the right place. Yeah, there it is. And we're playing. Here it comes. Right, it hasn't started yet. We're playing music. So we've probably got half an hour to go. After that flipping rush, we've probably got half an hour to go before the earnings report. Cool, well done. You did it. So I changed the tags, the description, the title, the thumbnail, the presentation, because the presentation is different. We have to go between three screens. The SOFi title, we have to go between this one, which we will zoom in and fit into that space there. People want to see, they want to see that information, and also they want to see, okay, we don't need the title there, we can clean that up a bit, okay, we don't that, but they also want to see the chart as well. There you go, there's the chart of where we are right now, there's that, there is that, okay, now right now, it looks to me like it's going to be a 4:30. I've not done my research. Can anyone tell me when the SOFi event is happening? I would say it's at 4:30. It always is. It just goes live. Glad it's not started just yet. I really need a... I didn't want to miss anything. Be right, but you can't miss it, mate. This is more entertaining than anything in the world. There we go. Just fix the camera over there on TikTok as well. Right, there we go. So, there is SOFi. Now what we do is, because we are building up to this, I would imagine it's going to be at 15 minutes past. I will start the clock.
Joining me today are Anthony Noto, SOFi's CEO, and Chris LaPointe, SOFi's CFO. We will share prepared remarks regarding the quarter's results and then take your questions at the end. Just after market close today, we issued a press release announcing SOFi's fourth quarter and full year 2021 financial results. Our discussion of our results today is complementary to the press release, which is available on the investor relations page of our website, investors.sofi.com. This conference call is being webcast live and will be available as a replay for 30 days, beginning about 1 hour after the conclusion of this call. There's also an accompanying investor presentation on our IR page. During the course of this conference call, we may make forward-looking statements based on current expectations, forecasts, and projections as of today's date. Any forward-looking statements that we make are subject to various risks and uncertainties, and there are important factors that could cause actual outcomes to differ materially from those included in the statements. We discuss these factors in our SEC filings, including our 2021 Form 10-K, which can soon be found on the IR page of our website and the SEC filings website, sec.gov/EDGAR. As a reminder, we are not required to update our forward-looking statements. In our presentation today, unless otherwise noted, we will financial measures, which are non-GAAP measures that we believe are meaningful when evaluating the company's performance. For detailed disclosures on these measures and the GAAP reconciliations, you should refer to the financial data contained within our press release, which is also posted to the IR page of our website. Today's discussion will focus on both the fourth quarter and full year 2021 results. As always, we encourage you to evaluate SOFi's performance on an annual basis, as quarterly results can be affected by unexpected events that are outside our control. Now I'll turn the call over to Anthony.
Thank you, Andrea, and good afternoon, everyone. Before beginning my prepared remarks, I wanted to take a moment to recognize the unacceptable tragedy that is currently taking place in Ukraine. It's been truly difficult to watch this series of events unfold over these past few weeks and escalate in recent days. No one should have to live in fear or under the threat of violence, which has now become a reality. Our hearts go out to everyone directly or indirectly affected by this tragic situation. Now on to our results. We had another strong quarter, hitting new highs across our key financial and operating metrics and finishing 2021 with record annual results. Today, we're in our best position ever to achieve our long-term strategic goal, to be the digital one-stop shop for the major financial decisions in our members' lives and all of the moments in between. Here are some of the highlights. Record fourth quarter adjusted net revenue of $280 million was up 54% year over year and increased sequentially from a very strong third quarter, despite the unexpected federal student loan moratorium extension at quarter end. All three of our business segments achieved higher year-over-year growth. We delivered record full-year revenue of just over $1 billion at the high end of our guidance, which we increased on our third quarter earnings call. We achieved our sixth consecutive quarter of positive adjusted EBITDA at $5 million and delivered on our goal of positive full-year EBITDA. We had an amazing quarter for member growth. We added 523,000 new members in the fourth quarter, a record in absolute number terms, and impressively up 39% versus the amount added in the third quarter. As a result, we ended 2021 with 3.5 million members, an increase of 1.6 million, up 87% year over year, and well above the 3 million member target set in January of 21. We also set another record with new product adds of 906,000 in the fourth quarter, up an incredible 51% versus the number of third quarter ads. We finished 2021 at 5.2 million total products, more than double the 2.5 million we had at year-end 2020. And at Galileo, we grew enabled accounts 67% year-over-year to 100 million. We were able to achieve these milestones in 2021 and get to such a position of strength today for three main reasons. First, we continue to drive strong growth through great execution across our three diverse businesses, which reflects our ability to capitalize on changing macro conditions. Second, the success of SOFi's unique financial services productivity loop strategy accelerated as we scaled our business in 21, which allowed us to exceed our original 2021 member growth target by 40% and importantly, still hit our EBITDA target. And third, we took a giant step forward in 2021 in achieving our goal of becoming a household brand name via our SoFi Stadium affiliation, the success of our integrated multimedia campaigns, and the virality of the influencers we partnered with. I'll take these points one by one, starting with number one, how we drove strong growth through great execution across our three diverse businesses. In lending, we grew segment revenues by 30% year-over-year in the fourth quarter and 42% for the full year, even with the unexpected extension of the federal student loan payment moratorium in late December. Fourth quarter personal loan originations were a record of $1.7 billion, up 168% year-over-year, and more than double fourth quarter 2019's pre-pandemic total. Full year originations were more than $5.3 billion versus $2.6 billion in 2020 and $3.7 billion in 2019. Personal loans outperformed as a result of our improved execution, enhancements to our technology and credit models, and the quality of our loans. And through our lending as a service partnership with Pagaya, we added nearly 7,700 referred loans across a broader audience while maintaining our credit criteria. In home loans, we met our 2021 goals to diversify into purchase loans from predominantly refinanced loans and to re-enter the jumbo loan market. By the fourth quarter, we had increased purchase home loans from low single digits to low double digits as a percentage of SoFi's total home loan volume. And we relaunched jumbo loans in the second half of the year. This diversification will help drive continued growth in a rising rate environment. In student loans, we saw accelerating demand in the fourth quarter ahead of the January federal student loan payment moratorium deadline and anticipated rate increases in 2022. We originated nearly $1.5 billion in loans, up more than 50% sequentially, even with the surprise late December extension to May 22, which caused a reduction in demand during the final week of the quarter. Looking ahead, we expect continued strong growth in lending, driven by our ongoing momentum in personal loans, the end of the student loan payment moratorium, better positioning in home loans, and the many opportunities our new bank license presents. In financial services, we achieved record growth in products adopted in the fourth quarter, and importantly, a large step up in monetization that drove record revenue up nearly 2x sequentially. We added 857,000 new financial services products in the fourth quarter, up 56% from the number of third quarter ads. For the year, we added nearly 2.5 million new financial services products, more than double the 1.2 million we added in 2020. Through better monetization, we produced a 5x year-over-year increase in our fourth quarter total financial services revenue of $22 million, as well as our full year revenues of $58 million. Product improvements that drove the year's phenomenal growth include the following. In SoFi Invest, we gave members more selection and new features. We added 25 new cryptocurrencies, making SoFi a selection leader with 30 at year end. We offered 2 regular way IPOs to retail investors in the fourth quarter. The first was Rivian, the largest IPO since Facebook in 2012. And the second was Nubank, a leading fintech company in Brazil. We introduced stop limit trade orders in the fourth quarter and margin trading earlier this year. At SoFi Money, we introduced 2-day early paycheck, autosave, cashback, and no-fee overdraft protection. And with our launch of SOFi Checking and Savings, we now offer members 1% APY, 33 times the national average, plus no account fees or minimum balance, plus many of the free features members already enjoy. Our SOFi credit card, which includes the only rewards platform that gives points for both transactions and smart financial behaviors, really took off in its first full year. Quarterly spend, balances, and accounts grew at high double-digit rates, and we finished 2021 with 91,000 products and a debut NPS score in the mid-50s. Finishing with our tech platform, Galileo benefited throughout 2021 from growth in enabled accounts, transactions per account, and adoption of new products by existing partners, as well as the addition of diverse new partners. Fourth quarter segment revenues of $53 million was up 42% year over year, an acceleration versus the year-over-year growth in Q3 at 29%, and with the inclusion of a full year of Galileo results, 2021 revenue more than doubled to $195 million. Galileo added 11 million new end user accounts in the quarter, a 67% year-over-year increase to 100 million at year end, up from 60 million enabled accounts at the start of 2021. Galileo launched in clients and signed 9 new ones in the fourth quarter, bringing total full-year adds to 44. We also grew Galileo's total B2B client base by 40% in 2021. We launched Toast last year and signed T. Rowe Price in the fourth quarter to service its future emergency savings program. And H&R Block just chose Galileo to power its new mobile banking app, Spruce. We acquired Galileo to leverage an owned and operated platform to drive rapid innovation with the benefit of a great business that further diversified our revenue. Now, as we announced last week, we're following the same playbook by acquiring Technisys, a leading cloud-native multi-product core banking platform. Adding Technisys is the next step in vertically integrating SOFi's businesses to further accelerate the pace of innovation of our best-of-breed financial products. We expect Technisys to be a growth multiplier for both SOFi and Galileo, in addition to realizing its own enormous growth opportunities, which are further strengthened in partnership with Galileo. We are well on our way to building the AWS of FinTech. Now let's talk about point number 2. The success of SOFi's unique financial services productivity loop strategy. Critical to the FSPL is creating best-of-breed products that build trust and reliability with members, which increases the likelihood they choose SOFi for a second or third product. When they do, we benefit from increased LTV per member by generating more revenue at little to no incremental customer acquisition cost. As a result, our higher LTV allows us to invest in more differentiated products and services, which in turn drives more demand and higher LTVs. It's a true competitive advantage. The FSPL has had its biggest impact yet on 2021 results. The scale of our top-of-the-funnel products is now large enough that at the same cross-buy rates, fourth quarter cross-buy volume more than tripled year over year to more than 380,000 products. And more than 1/3 of our new products were adopted by existing members in the quarter, contributing to the 17% decline in our customer acquisition costs in 2021. I mentioned that our total year-end members of 3.5 million exceeded our 2021 goal by 500,000. Our unique FSPL advantage not only helped us exceed this goal, we did so without notable associated marketing costs. Instead, these FSPL efficiencies allowed us to significantly exceed our member and product goals, yet still achieve our EBITDA targets. This brings me to my third key success factor for 2021. Our ability to drive a dramatic increase in SOFi's unaided brand awareness, the unmatched reach of SOFi Stadium nationally televised games, the success of our various integrated multimedia campaigns, and the variety of the influencers we partner with. Here are a few remarkable stats. The 5 nationally televised regular season games at SoFi Stadium were seen by an average of more than 22 million households per game, resulting in a household reach of 110 million plus households in total. This visibility helped increase SOFi's unaided brand awareness by nearly 70% in 2021 to a new record in the fourth quarter. And that was before an estimated 106 million people tuned in to watch the Rams win the Super Bowl at SoFi Stadium. Before turning it over to Chris to talk through results, I wanted to share a few additional thoughts. In February, I celebrated my 4th anniversary as the CEO of SoFi. While I could not be more proud of all we've accomplished in such a short period of time, I am even more excited about what's ahead of us. We are just starting to reap the benefits from the enormous progress we have made on our strategic position, the breadth of our differentiated and diversified product suite, our tech platform that helps us serve the industry as we build the AWS of FinTech, our balance sheet of $4.7 billion in equity value, the exponential growth for our brand awareness, and of course, most importantly, our team. With that, let me turn it over to Chris for a review of the financials for the quarter and the year.
Thanks, Anthony, and good afternoon. We finished off a remarkable year by delivering record quarterly revenue and our 6th consecutive quarter of positive EBITDA. Importantly, we achieved this despite facing new and existing challenges in the quarter, proving once again that our diversified and differentiated business model drives SoFi's durability and long-term growth potential. I'm going to walk you through some key financial highlights for the quarter and year, and then share color on our financial outlook. Unless otherwise stated, I'll be referring to adjusted results for the fourth quarter of 2021 versus fourth quarter of 2020. Our GAAP consolidated income statement and all reconciliations can be found in today's earnings release and our 10-K filing. For the quarter, top-line growth accelerated as we delivered record adjusted net revenue of $280 million, up 54% year-over-year from the same prior year period, and at the high end of our guidance of $272 to $282 million. Adjusted EBITDA of $5 million was also at the high end of our guidance of $2 to $5 million. For the full year, we delivered $1.01 billion of adjusted net revenue, up 63% year-over-year. Our original 2021 plan and what we guided to during the IPO process was $980 million in adjusted net revenue. That assumed the federal student loan payment moratorium would expire on September 30th, 2021, and also included a full year of revenue recognition from our equity investment in Apex, which was called last January. Despite the $50 million plus of revenue headwinds created by those two factors alone, we still exceeded our original revenue plan by $30 million. From an adjusted EBITDA perspective, we delivered $30 million in profits, above our original full-year guidance of $27 million, and up $75 million from the $45 million of losses incurred in 2020. Now on to the segment-level performance, where growth accelerated across all three segments. In lending, fourth quarter adjusted net revenue grew 30% year-over-year to $208 million versus 21% in Q3 of 2021, driven by a 67% increase in funded volume to $3.8 billion in total, a new high for us. The largest contributors to funded volume growth were our personal loans business, which grew 168% or $1 billion year-over-year to $1.6 billion in originations for the quarter, and our student loans business, which saw more than 50% year-over-year growth to $1.5 billion. In personal loans, we captured increased demand from borrowers remodeling their homes and refinancing variable rate debt into attractive fixed rate products as interest rates increased. Additionally, we continued to improve conversion as we iterated throughout our funnel. In student loans, we benefited from increased demand from federal student loan borrowers looking to refinance prior to the anticipated January 2022 expiry of the federal student loan payment moratorium. In addition, increased net interest margins and strong gain on sale margins, inclusive of hedge gains, drove material year-over-year growth in net interest income and loan sales revenue. The lending business delivered $105 million of contribution profit at a 51% margin. Overall contribution dollars were up 23% versus the same prior year period, but margins were down from 53% in Q4 2020. The slight year-over-year decline in margins was caused by lower home loans throughput with our third-party fulfillment partner resulting in lower home loans revenue and margins. I'm pleased to say demand remained robust throughout the quarter, and were it not for these partner issues, we would have had strong quarterly performance. These issues have since been resolved by onboarding another third-party fulfillment partner. In addition, expenses were higher in the student loan refinancing business, where we increased marketing to capitalize on elevated demand in the lead up to the January 2022 federal student loan payment moratorium expiration. When the moratorium was unexpectedly extended to May 2022 at the end of December, we lost a week of revenue from anticipated federal student loan fundings and had already spent the marketing dollars. For the full year, lending adjusted net revenue grew 42% to $764 million, and the segment delivered $400 million of contribution profit at a 52% margin. Shifting to our tech platform, where we delivered net revenue of $53 million in the quarter, up 42% from the same prior year period. Overall segment growth was driven by 67% year-over-year Galileo account growth to 100 million in total. As a reminder, it is normal to see a lag between the addition of new accounts and the engagement and monetization of those accounts. We are encouraged by this leading indicator of Galileo's growth. Q4 contribution profit was $20 million at a 38% margin, which is down year over year given the investments we have made in technology capabilities overall and the migration to the cloud, but up sequentially from 31% in Q3 2021 due to fixed cost leverage we were able to achieve in the quarter. This one quarter does not mark the beginning of a trend, and as discussed previously, we plan to operate the business in the 20 to 30% contribution margin range for the foreseeable future as we continue investing to take advantage of the opportunity ahead of us. For the full year, the tech platform segment grew revenue 102% to $195 million and delivered $64 million of contribution profit at a 33% margin. On to our financial services segment, which continues to benefit from strong growth across all products and our improved ability to monetize that growth. This segment delivered revenue of $22 million in Q4, more than 5 times the prior year quarter at $4 million, and up 74% sequentially. Within the segment, year-over-year revenue growth was particularly strong in SOFi Invest, Lantern, SOFi Credit Card, and SOFi Money. As important, our year-over-year revenue growth was twice our exceptional product growth of 2.5x, demonstrating our continued progress in monetization. Invest added 362,000 accounts and reached 1.6 million in total. Money added 276,000 accounts and reached 1.4 million in total. And Relay added 180,000 accounts and hit 930,000 in total. Contribution losses were $35 million for the quarter. While this is a slight improvement year over year, we remain in investment mode, focused on creating the right unit economics for each business to drive long-term sustainable growth. For the full year, segment revenue of $58 million was nearly 5x the $12 million we delivered in 2020, and our $135 million contribution loss was essentially flat year over year. Quickly switching to our balance sheet, which grew by approximately $600 million year over year to $9.2 billion in total, primarily as a result of growth in originations that accelerated in the back half of the year. In addition, we exited the year with $1.6 billion drawn on our warehouse facilities, less than 25% of our overall $7 billion of capacity. That low reliance on warehouse capacity allowed us to significantly reduce our cost of funds, and we ended the year very well capitalized, having raised a total of $3.6 billion of new capital. Our total book value is $4.7 billion, and our capital and leverage ratios are extremely strong. Finally, on December 6th, we redeemed all of the outstanding SOFi Technologies private and public warrants, which removed a significant source of P&L volatility for SOFi. We are excited about the strength of our balance sheet and will continue to make choices that ensure the most efficient cost and use of capital. The last thing I want to discuss is Q1 and full year 2022 guidance. It's important to note before getting into the details that the incremental net interest income from SOFi Bank will only contribute nominally to Q1 results and prior to fully originating loans in the bank, which we expect in May of 2022. That's because when we opened the bank in February, we did not contribute any existing SOFi loans to the bank as we initially capitalized the bank with cash. We are still transitioning our operations to have loan originations occur from the bank, and that transition will not be fully complete until the end of May. Over the last several quarters, our unique, diversified business model has proven to be an increasingly powerful competitive advantage. Even as we continue to invest in scale, we expect that strength and momentum to continue. Our Q1 guidance incorporates the negative impact of the unexpected extension of the federal student loan payment moratorium to May of 2022. We estimate that negative impact to be approximately $30 to $35 million of revenue and $20 to $25 million of contribution profit in Q1, with loan origination levels for the entire quarter to be consistent with those of the first 3 quarters of 2021. For Q1, we expect $280 to $285 million of adjusted net revenue, up 30 to 32% year over year, and $0 to $5 million of adjusted EBITDA. Had the moratorium expired in January, we estimate that Q1 revenue would have been $310 to $320 million, and EBITDA would have been $20 to $30 million. For illustrative purposes, we've included this alternative scenario in our investor presentation. For the full year 2022, we expect to grow adjusted net revenue 55% year over year to $1.57 billion and deliver adjusted EBITDA of $180 million. There are several recent developments that factor into our full year guidance. First, we assume the moratorium on federal student loan payments expires as currently contemplated on May 1st, 2022, and student loan refinancing origination volume will normalize at pre-COVID levels partway through Q2 and remain at those levels from that point through the remainder of the year. Second, we assume the SOFi Bank will begin contributing to SOFi's results more meaningfully in Q2 rather than in Q1 when we open the bank. That's because, as I just mentioned, we opened the bank with no loans and initially capitalized it with cash from our balance sheet. This is an important distinction because we won't begin to realize the lower cost of capital benefits of the bank until we can originate and fund loans in the bank. And we believe it will take until Q2 to build the appropriate loan balances to see more than a nominal impact. Third, we assume that Technisys revenue growth will be 20 to 25% for the full year and start contributing to our business following the close of the transaction. And fourth, as discussed previously, we expect our core SOFi business, excluding the impact of Technisys, to deliver incremental EBITDA margins of 30% in 2022 as we continue investing to drive sustainable growth for years to come. Technisys will contribute a small amount of EBITDA in 2022, but as we mentioned last week, 2021 was a year of significant investment for Technisys. Over time, we expect this business to be additive to consolidated incremental EBITDA margins. The last thing to cover on guidance is our stock-based compensation expense, which we currently forecast to be between $80 and $85 million in Q1 and $340 million for the full year. In summary, we could not be more proud of the results SOFi delivered in 2021. We exceeded $1 billion in annual revenue and delivered a full year of positive EBITDA. We continue to be extremely well capitalized and are excited about the opportunities in front of us. We look forward to another strong year in 2022. With that, let's open it up to questions.
Thank you. We will now begin the Q&A session. If you'd like to ask a question, please press star 1 on your telephone keypad. And if you'd like to remove that question, press star 2. As a reminder, if you're using a speakerphone, please remember to pick up your handset. Please limit your questions to 1 question and 1 follow-up so we can accommodate as many participants as possible. You are welcome to rejoin the queue by pressing star 1. We will now take our first question from the line of John Hecht of Jefferies. John, your line is connected. Please proceed.
Thanks very much. A nice quarter, guys, and thanks for the detailed guidance. Very good member and product numbers for the fourth quarter. Maybe can you give us color on what drove that in terms of customer acquisition channels, customer acquisition costs, any change there, and where you're seeing opportunities and so forth?
Thank you, John. So it was an extraordinary quarter for member and product growth, and it's the culmination of a lot of hard work that's gone into the company over the last 4 years. Everything from the member home feed in the app to developing a use of data to make recommendations to our members based on their information and other members' information in a personalized way, a referral program, a rewards program, and then, of course, just differentiating the products individually themselves. And then layered on top of all that is just the hard drive that we've made to increase unaided brand awareness. As a financial services company, our members need to trust us. We need to become a household brand name, and the ability to leverage the broad reach that we talked about in our prepared remarks of SoFi Stadium throughout October, November, December really gave us a nice lift in unaided brand awareness, which makes all of our marketing more efficient. The combination of that and the product differentiation that we've added as it relates to products like SoFi Money and SoFi Invest, which I talked through in the quarter, really drove a really strong growth rate across both members and products, and importantly at a decreasing customer acquisition cost. I'll let Chris talk to the specifics on the decline in customer acquisition costs on a per member and per product basis, but it was really the culmination of product, marketing, operations, and just a really strong integrated campaign across traditional media, digital, and social influencers.
Yeah, thanks, John. So if you look at Q4 2021 total sales and marketing divided by new members, you'll see that our overall sales and marketing per new member was down nearly 20% sequentially. And if you look at this on a full year basis, it was down about 18% when comparing it to full year 2020.
Okay, that's great. Thanks for that color. And then second question, and I know, Chris, you talked about the contribution from the bank over the course of the year, but maybe can you give us kind of an idea of, as rates move during the year, what that does to the kind of context of the revenues and expenses coming out of the bank? Just assume we go through a rate hike cycle.
Yeah, absolutely. I can address the overall question on rates. But what I would say is that our current guidance contemplates 5 rate hikes in 2022. That's roughly in line with what's implied by the forward curves today. And as a reminder, at a high level for the lending business overall, we seek to maximize profit dollars in our lending business while staying within the 40 to 50% contribution margin range that we've talked about historically. In Q4, we delivered $105 million of contribution dollars at a 51% margin across our entire portfolio, even as rates increase. And we expect to maintain this type of approach going forward, even with the bank. As you know, you can't really look at rate volatility in isolation, as we have a number of levers that we can pull to moderate the impact of interest rate movements, such as pricing, the structure of our loan sale agreements, and hedging. From a pricing perspective, we've worked really hard over the course of the last several years to build the muscle and pricing capabilities to react really quickly to changes in rates and achieve our overall margin objectives. In Q1, we've started to increase our weighted average coupon in order to keep pace with rate moves and offset the impact of margin compression that's expected. And demand has remained fairly robust, specifically in our personal loans business. From a sales construct perspective, some of our forward flow deals are structured with fixed prices, wherein we don't take interest rate or credit risk. And we also, as you know, have an incredibly diversified exit mix, wherein we don't need to overly depend on securitization markets as an outlet, and therefore we're a bit more insulated in market dislocation situations. From a hedging perspective, we currently hedge loans on the balance sheet subject to rate volatility in order to eliminate that impact of rates on future gain on sale. And then the last thing I would note as it relates to rates is, and this is what we've discussed previously, we benefit from the fact that we have a diversified portfolio of lending products that do well in different rate environments. In rising rate environments, our personal loans business does really well, and we're seeing that right now. And in lower rate environments, our student loan refinancing and home loan refinancing businesses do well. Overall, our diversified model allows us to adjust in real time and allocate capital to businesses and opportunities that we do well in, that do well in specific market and macro backdrops.
The additional thing I'd add to that, just for everyone's benefit, is, if you go back to 2018 and track interest rates throughout that year, then into 2019 and 2020, we sort of navigated an environment of rates going up meaningfully. I think at one point in 2018, we were expecting 4 to 5 rate increases. In 2019, we were geared up for that. We spent the whole year really putting in place the right marketing channels, the right distribution channels for our loans from a whole loan standpoint and ABS standpoint, in addition to our funding costs and our pricing capabilities, prepared for that. When we got into 2019, I think there was maybe 1 or 2 rate increases, and then the market completely switched, not unlike we started hearing about today, and we were able to pivot our business to go to those areas that benefited from a flat rate environment. And then again, during COVID, when rates went from, I think Fed funds was at 1.5% rate to 0, we pivoted again. So we're not always going to be perfect. We'll make our mistakes, but having navigated through that volatile environment in the past gives us great sort of playbook to navigate in the future.
Thank you for your question, John. Our next question comes from Ashwin Shivakar of Citi. Ashwin, please proceed with your question.
Thanks. Hi, Anthony. Hi, Chris. I was wondering if you could kind of walk through the guidance assumptions by segment in the cadence on that.
Yeah, absolutely. I can take that one, Ashwin. So we aren't providing specific segment or product level guidance or quarterly progression guidance at this point. But in order to help bridge you from where we are from a current run rate perspective to our full year guide at the revenue level, there are a few things that I would call out. First, there are several businesses or factors that are not in our current run rate, but will have much more of a meaningful impact beginning in Q2 and beyond this year. That bucket includes, first, a return to normalized pre-COVID student loan refinancing originations once the moratorium ends, and we've quantified that Q1 lost revenue and contribution impact for you as part of our guide. Second, we expect to be fully originating loans in the bank and benefiting from a lower cost of capital by May of this year, and the extended hold period benefit a few months thereafter. And then third, we'll have contribution from Technisys following the close of the transaction. The second bucket to consider is continued growth across all of our segments. Within lending, I just mentioned the student loan refinancing business, but we also expect to see continued momentum in our personal loans business as rates rise and folks look to refinance out of variable rate debt into attractive fixed rate loans. And we continue to improve our overall funnel conversion, which has had a really strong impact on growth in the last several quarters for us. We also expect to see strong growth in our home loans business as we move beyond third-party throughput issues that I talked about in my prepared remarks, and continue to scale our overall purchase and jumbo programs, as well as continue to capture a large opportunity that we have with our existing member base. Within financial services, we're expecting to see continued growth in products and monetization. And the things that are going to drive that monetization are increased assets under management in our invest business, increased spend on our money and credit card businesses, as well as new product releases, premium services, and scaling our ETFs. Just quickly hitting on some of the higher growth drivers within financial services. In money, we generate revenue, as you know, from net interest income and interchange, given the spend behaviors that we've seen over the course of the last several quarters. As well as the expected growth in accounts that we're going to get now that we can offer a competitive interest rate. We're really optimistic about being able to further drive monetization here. In Invest, we generate revenue from a number of sources: net interest income, share lending, payment for order flow, digital assets. More recently, we launched Margin and soon to be options. And all of those are driven by assets under management, and we expect continued growth here as our AUM per product trends continues to do really well and our member base grows. And then in credit card, we generate revenue from interchange and balances and are really optimistic about recent trends that we've been seeing here, particularly around spending. Collectively, the reference trends that I just talked about are really helping drive growth in monetization, and you can start seeing that play out in the actual numbers. In Q4 alone, our overall revenue per financial services product was up more than 2x year over year and nearly 40% sequentially. And then the last thing I'd call out as it relates to the segment forecast is within the tech platform, we expect continued growth in accounts, transactions per account, growth in new partners, and obviously the combination with Technisys to really help drive growth there in a high margin segment.
Got it. Okay. And just a clarification, are the Pagaya loans included in the personal loan originations number? And perhaps you could use that as a stepping off to talk about, future partnerships such as this that might be in the pipeline.
Yeah, and for the benefit of others, Pagaya is a partnership that we entered in as it relates to people outside of the credit box that SOFi underwrites. We only approve about 30% of our personal loan applications because we're focused on prime borrowers, not near prime or subprime. When we first arrived here 4 years ago, we built a strategy which we called the decline monetization strategy, which was a way of taking applicants to SOFi and sending them to other underwriters, and we get a lead generation fee, and we do that through Lantern. We wanted to build on that success and contribution to our business and help satisfy even more people that are applying for loans. And our Pagaya partnership, think of it as a lending as a service. It's completely integrated with our application process. The credit and approval pricing models are run simultaneously. The loan is underwritten by Pagaya and a partner. We do not take the credit risk on that paper. We do the servicing on that member and offer them other products and services. This was our first quarter where it contributed to the financial services revenue number because it is a referral revenue fee and a lending as a service fee. Chris, I don't know if you want to talk about the loan volume. It's not included, correct?
No, we don't disclose the actual loan volume. What you'll see in the disclosures is the number of members that are attributable to Pagaya, and you can see that in our financial services segment, but we outline that in the actual disclosures.
Thank you for your question, Ashwin. Our next question comes from Betsy Grusek of Morgan Stanley. Betsy, please proceed. Betsy, can you confirm that your line is not muted? Okay, in the interest of time, we're going to move on. Betsy, you can re-enter the queue if you'd like. Our next question is from Moshe Orenbuch of Credit Suisse. Moshe, please proceed.
Great, thanks. So, Anthony, you talked a lot about, and Chris, both of you, about the marketing efficiency that you're seeing, lower CAC, and you spent maybe $15 million more in marketing. Could you talk a little bit about how you're thinking about the 22 plan in terms of both marketing efficiency, how much you'll be spending, what it means for the growth rate and the incremental margins?
Yeah, I can take that, Moshe. So like I said, we have made really good progress in terms of overall efficiencies. What I would say in terms of the overall outlook, we're not going to provide it at the segment level or spend level detail, but what I would say is we're at the level that we currently need to be at in order to support our longer term 30% margin target at a consolidated level. As you know, we're right now at the right unit economics within our financial services segment, and we're seeing really strong cross-buy trends, as we alluded to, where we're starting to feel comfortable about shifting more marketing dollars towards those lower CAC products.
Got it. Thanks. One of the things that we've talked about over the last couple of months as you've gotten the bank closed and up and running is the ability to use that as a tool to get direct deposit customers. I know that you just launched the deposit suite of products relatively recently, but could you talk about any progress there in terms of getting into direct deposit for the SOFi Money customers and what that means, for engagement?
Yeah, it's still early days, and I would also just emphasize it's not something we're just starting on now. It's really something that we started to emphasize throughout 2021, and we're starting to see the benefit of more and more each quarter. The numbers are small. They're increasing very nicely. The number of direct deposit accounts that we've signed up per week increased 50% from Q3 to Q4, and another 50% from Q4 into Q1 already. And we obviously just started to introduce the interest rate and the marketing. One of the things that I'd say about the direct deposit activity is that once it does begin, you do see the pickup in spending, which Chris alluded to. So the increases we're seeing are steady and positive and to the right, but we're really just getting started. One of the things that may not be obvious from the outside looking in is that when the Federal Reserve approved our bank license in January, we had to go through a whole product launch. We had to switch the technology, we had to switch the reporting, we had to change all the marketing collateral, we had to change all the relationships with affiliates, and that process is still ongoing. So it's not like you just flip a switch and all of a sudden all the things that was driving your business before can now drive this new product and service called SOFi Checking. It really was sort of a close down SOFi Money and stand up SOFi Checking or Savings. And since we have over 1 million accounts as it relates to our money product, which we disclose, we had to do that process in a very coordinated fashion. I will give the team a ton of credit. It's been executed incredibly well, knock on wood so far. But we went through a product rollout as if it was an entirely new product, launching it first to our existing members, and then slowly rolling it out to new members. And we're just now actually switching over a lot of the marketing collateral with affiliates, et cetera. But in terms of the direct deposit initiative, it just didn't start in February. It started when we launched 2-day early paycheck. It started when we launched overdraft protection. It started when we launched autosave, and it's been a continuous process. So really strong growth in Q3 to Q4, 50% higher direct deposit adds per week in Q4 versus Q3, and right now we're up another 50%. The numbers are small, but it's contributing, as you see in the financial services revenue line.
Thank you, Moshe. Our next question is from Mihir Bhatia of Bank of America. Mihir, please proceed.
Great, thank you. Thanks for taking my question. I wanted to ask about Galileo, specifically maybe in the technology platform. I appreciate that you're not giving, guidance by product, but maybe you can just talk about a couple of things within that platform, just overall from a growth perspective. Maybe just give us some expectations on account growth in that platform. And specifically, the two things I'm hoping you can address have to do with stimulus, the impact of stimulus on account growth at neobanks, if you're seeing any impact from that, and just the competitive backdrop and any major contract renewals that you may have coming up.
Yeah, I think it's important to contextualize for everybody. The Galileo business is probably not that well understood in terms of how the business drives growth and what the growth opportunities are. So let me just frame that at a high level first. We're absolutely benefiting from the secular transition of physical payment to digital payments, and that's impacting the entire business, and that's the secular trend behind it, whether that's B2B payments or consumer payments or B2C activity. Here are the growth drivers. First is the growth of accounts of our existing partners. So that's the 100 million that we reported this quarter of enabled accounts. That continues to grow from existing partners. That 100 million accounts that are enabled, we can provide new products and services to that installed base of Galileo's partners. And we have a very robust pipeline to add new products and services to the existing accounts, things like secure debit, dynamic fraud protection, and a number of other products that you'll see us introduce throughout the year. So the first driver is the growth in those accounts. The second driver on top of that is new products against those accounts. And then, of course, underlying all of that is just the increased activity within each one of those accounts. The second sort of bucket of drivers is growth of new partners. Some of the new partners we announced there are a good example. H&R Block with the consumer app called Spruce is an example of a new partner, and we added 44 new partners, entirely new partners, in 2021. The third growth driver is international. We have 4 of the largest neobanks as partners in Mexico. We're expanding into Colombia. And now on the back of the acquisition of Technisys, we can enter another 12 markets that they're already in and operating in. So international expansion is another bucket, and within that bucket are the first 2 buckets as well. And the last thing I'd say is that we continue to diversify our relationships. The business was built on the back of B2C or consumer neobanks, but increasingly we're much more attractive to enterprise businesses, and we'll have a competitive advantage in some of these cases. Enterprise businesses use commercial BINs. Well, SOFi also has a bank. So SOFi Bank could be the sponsor bank to commercial partners, enterprise partners, and have a 10 to 12 basis points advantage because we are the sponsor bank on top of the fact that we're also a payment processor. So we're really excited about the organic growth opportunities at Galileo. Without a doubt, some of the same store customers will face, stimulus, tough comps, et cetera. And our goal is to overcome that through all these other growth drivers, and that's what we're focused on, and our outlook reflects it. So we absolutely understand the headwind that may be there for some of the existing partners, but we have a bunch of other tailwinds to continue to drive strong growth there, not to mention the increased growth opportunities from the partnership with Technisys and vice versa.
Thank you. That was quite comprehensive. Maybe just switching gears a little bit. I was curious about your guide. Your EBITDA, effectively you're going from 5 million to 60 million ramp. I understand some of that is clearly the student loans coming back, and we saw the Q1 impact of that. But maybe just talk about some of the other factors driving it. Is it just scale? How much of maybe is there a way to break out how much benefit you get from the bank charter versus just revenue growth and scale driving that?
Yeah, absolutely. In terms of your overall question on how to bridge from where we are today in terms of $0 to $5 million of EBITDA and 180 for the year, there are a few things I'd call out. Similar to what I said on the revenue guide, there are things that will start contributing more. As you pointed out, the student loan refinancing moratorium, the bank will also start contributing more at scale towards the end of Q2 and thereafter. And then you're also going to see good growth across our higher margin businesses, specifically our personal loans and Galileo. What I would say in terms of quantifying the overall impact of the bank, I want to reiterate again that we just opened it a few weeks ago in February, and we capitalized it with cash, not loans. The reason that's really important is because there were 0 loans in the bank as of day one, and we just started originating loans within the bank. We expect to be fully originating those loans by the end of May of this year. As a result, the cost of capital benefits will start occurring in Q2, and the extended hold benefits will start 4 to 5 months thereafter because we're already holding loans on the balance sheet for 3 to 4 months. If you were to assume normalized pre-COVID student loan refinancing originations and continued growth in our personal loans business, as well as an extended 3-month hold period and relatively conservative cost of capital savings assumptions, the impact would be about $70 to $75 million of revenue for the year and $20 to $25 million of adjusted EBITDA. That's what's currently embedded in our guide today.
Thank you, Mihir. Our next question is from Dominic Gabriel of Oppenheimer. Dominic, please proceed.
Hey, great. Thanks so much for taking my questions. I just want to go back to actually, and you covered this a little bit, but I want to go back to the average revenue per product in the financial segment, which was much better than I was modeling and really strong. Maybe you could just go back and talk about the mix of financial products within the segments and how that mix really changed in the quarter, and which products you think are, getting adopted perhaps faster than you would have expected or a little slower by your customer base on a cross-sell. Any color around those metrics would be really, really helpful. Thank you.
Yeah, I'll hit on the financial component and then I'll turn it over to Anthony. But overall, really good traction in the financial services segment. We ended up driving $22 million of revenue in the quarter. That was up 5x year over year from the $4 million that we did last Q4. So an $18 million improvement. Where that growth ended up coming from was our Invest business, which contributed about 32% of that growth. Our money and credit card businesses combined delivered $8 million on the quarter and contributed about 42% of the growth. And our Lantern and Pagaya businesses delivered about $6 million of Q4 revenue and contributed to about 22% of the growth.
In terms of the performance of each of the products, I'm looking at the net adds across each of the products. And I would say at a high level, it was a strong quarter across all the products. It would be hard to pick out one product and say it was not growing as fast as we'd like. We had really, these are all disclosed and you'll see them in the 10K. We had a really strong growth in the money product and on an absolute basis and a relative basis, really strong in brokerage and in crypto as well as robo. I think of those products, the one I think we could differentiate a lot more. They all have opportunities. We're focused on fast selection, content, and convenience, as well as making the products work better together. But of those 4 that I just mentioned, Robo is the oldest of the 4 products and one the team is interested in differentiating more, and so we think there is a big opportunity there to do so. That doesn't mean we're not going to differentiate on brokerage and launch options, which is down the road, or do other things on money as it relates to high yield savings, et cetera. There are still opportunities in every one of the products. That's the one we've probably invested the least in, and it's still a big opportunity. I think about credit card and our at-work product and international, and I would tell you credit card I think is a huge opportunity for us. The team has done a phenomenal job. I talked about the trends we've already achieved, but we've really just scratched the surface. We have one card It's not segmented by different types of different types of members. You have spenders. You also have revolvers. There's a lot more personalization we could do with the credit card, and there's also an opportunity to make the credit card work better with all the rest of our products. So we're excited about the opportunity in financial services products. The trends are really strong in the fourth quarter, and it'd be hard to pick out one or another underperforming, but I do think what I characterize are some of the opportunities to take some of the products to the next level.
Great. You kind of led me straight into it with credit card. You know, that is a huge opportunity. It can really drive the ARPU significantly higher compared to some of the other products just by its nature. And so I was just curious about, you know, what is the target audience when you think about the average FICO score? You mentioned prime on some of the other products in particular, and just how you think about the life of loan loss rates that you would be targeting for these products as you ramp it up. Thanks so much.
Yeah, the credit card product is still a prime product with very high FICO score, over 700. You know, we think there's a lot of opportunity to play in that segment with differentiation within it. You know, over time we could explore different opportunities for the broader member base, but you know, we sort of have all of these cylinders going at the same time, and it's constantly a debate between, are we doing enough, are we doing too much, are we doing enough, are we doing too much? And I think we have the right balance as it relates to credit card. We want to build a high quality card base. We want to drive strong engagement, and we want to make sure we have great product market fit before we step out of our comfort zone. So there's still a lot of room within the prime customer that we have, and no reason to change. We can differentiate within that still.
And in terms of CECL reserves, Dominic, you can see in our filing that we're running at about a 5.5% loss rate right now, which is relatively consistent with our personal loans business. So really healthy.
Thank you, Dominic. We're currently at the top of the hour, so we do not have time for any additional questions. So I'll pass the conference back over to Anthony for any closing remarks.
Thank you, and thank you all for tuning in today. Before we wrap up, I wanted to share some final thoughts. The road to this point at SOFi has had its share of unexpected twists and turns, and every single time our team has shown the grit, the perseverance, and cohesion to navigate through the fog of uncertainty to achieve our goals and come out stronger. Not only have we managed to exceed our already ambitious goals, we've accomplished more in 1 year than most companies achieve in their lifetime. As we've turned the page on 2021, 2022 has started off with an even more volatile environment with greater uncertainty. The fog of uncertainty excites me. It creates the greatest opportunities for those who dare to win. It's when leadership matters most because it's when the winners who will take the most are decided. I love our team, I love our strategy, I love our company, and I love where I work. I wake up every day trying to be a better leader than the day before and reminding myself that who dares wins. For the first time in 4 years, I also wake up every day knowing the only thing between us and realizing our ambitions is us. I would take that setup any day of the week and twice on Sundays. Thank you for your time today, and we look forward to addressing you next quarter when we report Q1 results.
That concludes the SOFi Q4 2021 earnings conference call. Thank you all for your participation. You may now disconnect your.
There you go, guys. There it is. There's the earnings report, and very, very interesting. Very, very interesting company. And as you can see, right at the top of the hour there, I bought back in again. Now, bearing in mind, I'm up $180 on this. I'm interested to be in it. I want to be in on that in the morning. I can see now why that can go to $40 by the end of the year. I can also see why we've got a $16 projection from Peru Invest. So even though it dropped just at the last little few moments, I decided to buy in. So I've bought in another 100 shares. So one of the best earnings reports so far this year. Yep, I like it. I think it's good. I'm going to be in, and I've already bought 100 shares. So there we go. We're just getting some breaking news here. We're getting breaking news from from, let's have a look. Getting breaking news coming in now from live TV, Sky News. Let me bring it to you now. Let's have a look. Okay, let's go over to this for you right now. Breaking news just coming on in. Let's have a quick look at it, everybody. Here we go.
There is a lot of damage. There are killed and wounded, a lot of them.
This place was renamed Freedom Square after Ukraine regained its independence from the Soviet Union. Now, it symbolizes the threat this country's freedom once again faces. No longer clean-shaven, Ukraine's wartime president addressed EU.
Okay, we're going to end the show right there now. We're going to finish off today. It's been a very long day. I've been in the studio a long time. Thank you ever so much to part of it today. You've been absolutely fantastic. I look forward to seeing you all in the morning for the opening bell. Let me just go to my end screen here. There we go. We want to thank a huge shout out tonight to Peru Invest. And we want to thank him very much indeed for that information. I've got back in on the stock right at the last few minutes. I decided to be in. I wanted to be in on it for the morning. Do expect a little pullback. You always do. But I think it's got a long way to run. I think it could go to 16 and we could see $40 by the end of the year. So I would like to have some money invested in that. I think it's a great, great stock. It looks really good. I'm bound to drop back a little bit, but that's okay. I've got a $180 profit, so I've got that in there. I'm quite happy for that too. I don't see that going back down to where it was before. I think it might drop back a bit and then it'll be up again. But I want to be in it before it does suddenly spike up again. So I'm very happy with that. All right, that's it. I'll see you back in the morning. Don't forget, check out those videos. Of the sounds of silence. Here it is. If you didn't see it, this goes out to WEBULL today, who's sadly lost his friend in Ukraine today. There's the link in the chat. Go and listen to that right now. I'll post it one more time. You can see it pop up twice. Sounds of silence. There it is, and that goes out to WEBULL and all our friends in Ukraine tonight. I'll see you back in the morning for the opening bell. Then we've got the Ukraine event, and then we've got the closing bell once again. What a day. Take care of yourselves and each other.